everybody's different.
Thank you for tuning into CWHipHop's Live Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Bank. Co-host here, I got Garke and Prizm.
What's up?
What's going on?
You can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at CWHipHop. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram at bvnc95. Garke, where can a listener find you at?
You guys can find me on Instagram at GarkeGains, GarkeGainz, and pretty much any other platform at just Garke. Prizm, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook as prizmrap, PRIZMRAP. What about you, Gutt?
Yes, we do have a guest in the studio here, Lil Gutt out of BSC. Why don't you go ahead and say hi?
Green Bay,
From
Wisconsin.
Green Bay.
Welcome. We got Lil Gutt here, you know what I'm saying? Part 2, most streamed interview they've ever had here. I'm gonna keep telling you.
Talks in third person. We got Garke here, guys.
I think if I remember from last episode, that was who was that rapper?
Come on, Jacob.
Bro, I'm blanking today. I'm not having
Bro,
the best game.
you are not. Yeah, you are not
I'm off
having
today. It's because we're having the two there. It was
because we're having an interview after interview. You think?
80s artists that you hang out with all the time. Riff Raff. It was the Riff Raff
80s
way.
artist, and you just say
he's got that
Riff
80s
Raff
vibe going.
Oh my god.
He do got the 80s vibe.
He do be hanging
He's
with
bringing the
Riff
80s
Raff all
back.
the
He's been
time.
doing that for a while.
Yeah, bro.
Yes. Riff Raff
Yeah,
way.
Riff
Third
Raff
person.
was the homie, right?
Yup, you already know Jody High Roller, the syrup sipping assassin. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Oh my
Dale
god.
Dan
How
Tony,
many-
you
Keep
feel
going,
me?
dude.
Yes,
you got
the
more.
Tangerine-
Keep it
The
going.
Tangerine Tiger, Vanilla Gorilla. What else we got? We could go for days, but we'll just leave it at that.
I love that shit. I love that shit. I love that shit.
Where can they follow you on socials again?
At Lil Gutt, and you know if you feeling something special, I got the snap in the bio. You know I might add you back. We'll see what's good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We do have a lot of new music out of Wisconsin hip hop here. Philly with Love Renaissance 1437. We have Jashy B with Hail Satan. That is out right now. Both of those projects are out right now. YMN, our last interview, he has Devil Girl out for streaming right now. Prizm with Dead Memories coming out this Friday, February 18th.
Yo, Dead Memories is about to be lit.
JD with Changes coming out March 18th. You can win a JD hat by buying a physical copy. Hit him up on social medias at JD Makes Music. Also, Prizm is going to be mixing that project, so you get to hear some of his skills on
yeah.
the
Prizm
other
mix.
artists.
The Prizm mix, big facts.
We also have
Nexus.
new
What's
music
up?
from NASA Mode, Spell Red, I Love You Truly, Mo City, TYB, and Meezy. They all have new music out, so go stream them. We also have our next interview, SG the 1st, February 23rd. That is going to be next week, so make sure you guys hear that through as well. Also, we have Bully Danny with a concert February 19th. That is this Friday in Milwaukee at The Cut. You can check out him on Instagram at Bully Danny for more details. And then we're also going to be talking later in the podcast about the concert we have with BSE, and Prizm's also going to be there, so make sure you guys stick around for that for more
Yeah,
details
we're
there.
gonna get to it.
Oh, we gonna get to it for sure. We gonna get to it.
All right, do you want to talk about the Super Bowl first, or go right into the questions and we'll get the Super Bowl going?
Let's talk about the Super Bowl first. 'Cause he was a little
really?
pressed about something. Let's talk about the Super
Yeah.
Bowl first. How does that sound? Is that cool with you?
Yeah, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about.
All
Okay,
right.
I mean we're gonna talk about Super Bowl anyways.
We're gonna
talk about
start
football
with the
anyway
Super
at
Bowl
some
here,
point, since
'cause-
you're a big football guy. I know that.
Yes, sir. What I think of the Super Bowl, the season? What you got to break?
I mean,
down.
what did you think of the game? Period. What did you think of the game?
It was a good game for sure. You know, as long as it's a close game, you know, I always enjoy that. I wasn't really feeling the holding call at the end of the game on one of the last drives. That was not a holding.
Dude,
But I feel like it
that
kind
face
of
mask that they get called.
yeah, but
face
it evened up the score a little bit of that. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the Rams, you know, they went all in. They basically used every ounce of money, every draft pick. In my opinion, they kind of almost bought a ring at that point. So, you feel me?
Okay.
But
I mean,
they
football
got
is
half
kinda
their
rigged nowadays.
half their team is gonna be free agents, and they got people injured. So I don't think the Rams are gonna be cut like that again. But the Bengals are built for the future, so don't really. If I was a Bengal fan, I wouldn't be tripping at all.
Yeah.
I really thought that the Rams were fucked after OBJ got hurt.
Ooh, I'll be
I
honest,
really
had
thought
that
it was
thought too.
game over. I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
Torres-
Bengals win.
He tore his ACL too, and the bad part about that is he'd be a free agent too, so that's gonna hurt his market a lot.
Oh, yeah.
That is.
That's a second torn ACL, and I think it's the same knee too.
So the Super Bowl, the game itself was actually a really close game. A lot of defense, a lot of play there. But this Super Bowl was actually a first. It was the first hip hop performance for the halftime show.
Bro, it was dope.
So
Yeah.
What was your guys' initial thoughts when it first came on? What was going through your head? Gut, why don't you start off on that one?
I was happy because it was the first. I mean, like Jay-Z performed at a halftime show, but it wasn't like the Jay-Z. It was, you know, Beyonce, Jay-Z, and you know they've had little, you know, sprinkles of hip hop before.
Yeah. This was the
but
first full.
This was like, oh, this is a hip hop. You know, this is the whole hip hop show, which was
Facts.
cool. I was happy with who they had on there. I mean, like, you know, obviously me personally, I would like that Lil Wayne on there just because he's my favorite rapper of all time. But I wasn't mad per se he was on there because I was like, whatever. The only person I feel like they really like kind of hoed was The Game, and I feel like they definitely could have had Ice Cube on there too.
Okay, so
I mean, I do kind of agree with Ice Cube. I think Ice Cube would have been a better fit than 50 Cent, in my opinion.
A Good Day would have been a good song to jam to.
I think that's a good point, but I still think Eminem was a better choice in The Game.
Yeah, give us a reason why you think The Game over
Give us
I'm not saying The Game over Eminem per se.
Okay.
I'm saying...
They should have just been there.
Yeah, I'm saying The Game should have been there. And I'm saying, me personally, I'd rather have The Game there than Eminem. If it was up to me, I'm not saying, though, that he should be there over Eminem because I know people care more about Eminem. He's more relevant than The Game. But me personally, I'd rather have The Game there. I think The Game should have been there. I think The Game should have been there over 50 Cent even. I like 50 Cent a lot.
50 Cent's alright, yeah.
Oh, 50 Cent more than alright. Come on,
I
don't know about all that.
There's a lot of controversy with the show too, but I thought it was great just for the performance they had with the display of the art and the songs they picked. It gave me chills, and I thought it was a great display of the art, and they did a great job with it.
It was super dope.
I can watch
all the
it
cars
again.
and like the city in the front, and they're up on the rooftops of what are supposed to be houses. You know.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
It's got a lot of replay value. Like it's not one show where it's like, oh cool, they did it. Like it was like there's so much thought into it, so much variety with all of it that it was a great show.
Gave that Tupac tribute as well.
They did.
So that was
they
pretty
did.
dope.
What was your thought on it, Garke? Overall, when it first came on,
Dude, when it first came on, I don't know, I had like stars in my eyes, and I was like, damn, this is sweet. Like that Snoop Dogg crip walk in the Super Bowl, I was like, damn. And I was also extremely surprised. They put a whole house and 2 cars into the field in 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, I was like, also
5 minutes maybe. I was like, damn, they just put a whole house here. What? It was insane. But it was pretty cool. And I don't know, I really enjoyed it. It brought back a lot of nostalgia. So that I think that's what they were going for. So it worked. It worked. I got hit with the nostalgia bomb.
Definitely. I felt like I was a kid waiting for a cartoon I was waiting for all week. Like I was like, ooh, yeah, I gotta be ready.
I was hoping they were gonna play Gin and Juice, but
same. That was one I was waiting for.
They need Gutt to host a halftime show because I'll bring out some peoples. Get Lil Wayne on there, Rick Ross, Gucci Mane.
Did you hear the price tag that Dre paid to get on the Super Bowl?
$7 million, right?
$7 million. That's a hefty price tag to perform there.
Wait, Drake? Wait.
Drake.
Oh, I thought you said Drake. I was like, did I sleep during part of this? I'm like, wait, when did this happen?
No, Dre put $7 million up. It wasn't paid. It was just to perform. So yeah, I mean, you got $7 million. It's a possibility, I guess.
Hey man, like if you,
can
you take like 2,000?
How many silly bands is that?
Yeah, right. Facts. Before the show, we were talking about silly
before
bands,
the show, sorry.
and like, never mind. It doesn't matter.
Prizm owe me some silly bands.
Prizm owes some silly bands for sure.
But yeah, it was a great show. I'm glad they finally did it. It was about time, and I'm glad they still had all the legends to be able to do it. It was unfortunate Tupac wasn't to be able to be there, but he definitely deserved to be mentioned on the show.
Miller couldn't have been there.
I don't think he would ever been picked, even if he's
not for that.
Not for that.
I would have picked him.
Maybe later down, like 20 years
I was
later.
about to say they didn't have Mac Miller there. I'm sorry, no disrespect.
Yeah, no, that just.
If you have Mac Miller before Lil Wayne.
Oh, definitely. Or the game. Or even the game. I'll give you even before the game. Like you can't put Mac.
Garke's a hater on the game, so we done talking about the game for that.
Hater? What the fuck are you talking about? I'm a hater.
The game is goated, bro. After we done this interview, we're gonna listen to the game for an hour, then I'll dip.
An hour? And then he just leaves right away.
He'll change the tune after that.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll see about that. We'll see how many game songs I add to my playlist after this podcast.
I'm telling you.
So what do you think about our new studio? I know last time we had you in here for part 1, it was the white box.
I like it. I get a better single up in here for sure. I kind of like the whole.
Wait, you get a better what?
Signal. Yeah, it was. I was fighting for a single last time I did it.
I got you. No, we all
the
did,
OG spot. No, I like it a lot more. I could. It's a more vibey.
Of course.
Feels like a home space kind of.
Yeah, kind of like a home.
Yeah, there's a bathroom here.
Yeah. I'm just.
Facts, we don't gotta go outside.
Yeah, no more
That's
outside.
the best. I think we always talk about that. I think we always bring that up.
Huge.
That
was like the biggest. And running water, dude. Running water.
I'm definitely liking the spot way more. So I'm happy that we're doing it here instead. It's more of like a, like after interview's over, we can kind of kick it, not like, I'm not trying to sit here all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that studio got hot.
It did.
And hey, Tony was there. Oh, Tony, are you sleeping? Tony's sleeping. Okay, Tony is on. I was gonna ask him. So Tony, last time when we had
Oh, me?
Okay, last time we had Guts interview part 1. Tony was like on the ground on like what are they called? Beanbag chairs. Yeah. Now you got a nice couch. How you liking the couch?
Hey, shout out to Tony, man.
It's comfy.
He was here for the part 1. He's here for the part 2. He drove me both times. Shout out to Tony.
Yeah, he's a day one. He's the security guard. He's the first person on Guts' team that I met ever.
Yeah.
We went to the.
He was at the door.
He was at the door. He was literally at the door. He greeted us at the door.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my god. He's like, go ahead to sleep, Tony. It's all good, bro. It's all good. No, you're chilling. You're chilling. You're good. Oh my gosh.
Shout out Tony, man.
Yo, what's up, Super Throat?
Tony Dream Home.
Tony Dream Home. Yo, big facts.
Me for all your real estate needs.
Yo, big plug right there. That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Big early.
I'm glad that you like the new studio.
Yeah, shit valid.
Even though it is just like a room, still.
Glad you're able to
still
make it for
nothing
the
too
second one
crazy.
here.
I had to, man. We had to do it.
You had to.
For the
You were
people.
like right away, like this next Friday, and
Oh
I
yeah,
was like,
he was trying to set it up as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. So I was like, oh fuck, we gotta get him in ASAP. Yes,
Yeah, I'm
definitely.
trying to get on it, man.
So we did just introduce Tony a little bit. He's going back to sleep. But you got another friend. You brought another homie. That's Blaze, right? Blazer?
Yup, my boy Blaze, man, one of my day one homies. He came here. You know, he was overseas in the Navy. You know what I'm saying? But he's here. He's here to stay, and he's gonna be in a lot of my business moves going forward.
Okay. So since you have your homies here, maybe they can help us with this next question. What are all the nicknames you got?
Myself?
Yeah. What are all your nicknames? I know there's a couple things people call you. I know Sage calls you by like 7 different names.
No, I mean I get Old Man Gutt, Lil Gutt, Sir Guttington. I think that one's ugly though. What else? Any other? Yeah, it mainly just Gutt. I don't
see Wubsy or whatever. That's
Yeah.
that's what Sage was calling you before. In the
Yeah,
chat.
I mean Sage the one just making up all these names. Most people just call me Gutt. There's not that many like different nicknames. I've been called Guts since I was like 14. So like, you know, we just threw a Lil in front of it because my favorite person Lil Wayne, and that was pretty much it.
Okay.
That's how it worked.
I got you.
Yeah, there ain't no other than Gutt, man. Like if anyone says some other names, you know, this is just people's saying something at that point.
Jason in the chat says, where do we even start? He says there's Philly, Bubba, there's
Yeah, a lot of people do-
shit tone.
He meant say ton.
Ton.
He
Oh,
can't
no.
spell. He illiterate. No, people. He call me. A lot of people call me Bubba. That's true.
Jesus
I didn't
Christ.
think of that one. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck you, what was I gonna say now? Sorry, I'm getting off track. I'm reading the chat and shit.
Part 2.
But
You
what
feel
is,
me?
yeah, part 2. We got so much to go through, man. We went through so much in part 1, though.
Yeah, the part. If y'all really want to learn about
long
Gutt,
ass.
the business side, what I really do, watch part 1. The part 2, this is for more like you want to know more personal things, or this is more coming for a good time.
We are still going to touch over a few things with the business side
Yeah.
still. We are going to
Yeah.
go over a couple things. 'cause
Yeah,
some
part
things, they
1
change.
heavy.
Part 1 was more deeper. Into
Yeah, part 1 was
who
way
Gutt
deeper.
is. Yeah. Getting to know you.
It's on
Shout
Spotify
out to
or
my
on
boy
SoundCloud.
Garrett in the comment section. He's one of my artists I manage. He's not in BSC, but he lives in Nashville. And this boy gonna make it any day now.
Okay, Garrett. Okay, what's up? We see you. Okay. All right. So,
Yeah, get back to the questions here. What do we got?
what's been going on in life, Gutt? Since we last saw you, what's been
Business
going
side
on?
or my life?
Your life.
Man, a lot of stuff at BSC. We've been dropping a lot of videos lately, which I know y'all been peeping that
Oh, yeah.
a lot. Doing really good views, which I'm really happy about. Not just that. I got my first athlete, which is really good. I'm really cool with that, and I'm really happy to get that going just because it's a way different business venture that I'm entering, and there's just so much to go with that. And that's like,
We'll talk about that in a little bit.
that's
too,
my
so, yeah.
main thing I've been really, really pushing and really trying to do with that.
I was just listening back to the last part 1, and you were in there talking about I'd like to manage a player in the football.
So
and
you
now,
look at that, you
6 months
accomplished
later,
one of
you're-
your
Yeah,
goals
I did-
6
I did it.
months ago.
Crazy thing
That's
is
crazy.
like it was never something I was gonna. With any artist I manage, with any business venture I do, I never try to overly pursue it. I like to
course.
let it happen on its own, and it was one of those with this that happened on its own. So I'm really excited with that. Other than that, it's just been a lot of groundwork for BSC going into this next year. I got my new show series we'll talk about later. I got a lot of that. I got a lot
Okay.
of stuff going on, and right now I would say in my business life and in my personal life, this is the happiest and best I'm doing like right now. Like I was doing good.
I'm happy to hear that.
Back then, I was doing good too. Don't get me wrong, and I thought I was the happiest then, but I'm happier now.
What changed?
I think what changed is I figured out what's best for my whole team, and best for myself, and I'm expanding more my own brand, not just BSC. And I like working with other people. I love BSC, but I like working with people outside of BSC. I just enjoy building up this. We'll talk about it later. That's all I gotta say. You all know what I'm talking about.
All right. Yeah, no worries. You can wait. I'm sure we will definitely have questions about your the athlete soon. Do you want to ask one of your questions? You go.
Yeah, just kind of one that I've noticed just since the last interview. I noticed you like to be on the phone a lot.
Oh my god.
No,
just like,
Gun is on the phone
you got
all
a
the time.
lot of things going on.
Yeah, bro. I would say when you get your weekly iPhone users, you get your weekly.
Yeah.
Oh, this how many days every day. But
Yep.
I check mine and it's about last week it was 10 hours and 56 minutes.
Yikes.
Holy.
I'm on the phone from pretty much when I'm getting up out of bed. I'm on the phone in the shower. I'm on the phone when I eat.
You called me in the shower today.
Yeah, I tried to now. That's what I try to do now. Is I try to do my business while I'm eating, while I'm on the phone, while I'm driving. I mean,
it's a lifestyle, right?
While I'm in the shower, because then it's just like I'm trying to get everything on my way right away. I talked to 6 artists. I talked to, everyone on my whole team. Obviously, I got just friends who call me, and then other business ventures. So I'll be on the phone literally the whole entire day, basically. And honestly, it doesn't even annoy me because now it's like second nature. Like I can sit there play the game whenever I get to. I can sit there shower. I can sit there eat. I can sit there listen to music. I can just type in my computer, go over my future plans while being on the phone. And it's just like it all works all at the same time for me. So it's real easy.
That's nice. Okay. That's
Yeah.
really nice.
So it doesn't bother me. Like I don't even notice I'm on the phone. The only thing I have to work on a little bit is sometimes like I'll be on the phone. And I'll have 1 or 2 reasons to be on the phone. Just go over that, and then I'll just sit there and talk for an extra 25 minutes.
Oh my god, I can't even tell me how many times me and you have talked about something, and then it's like an hour later goes by, and I'm like, yeah, we should get off the phone.
And I'll look down and be like, oh damn, I was supposed to call 2 other people. I gotta go.
Oh, this shit's so funny. So what are like 3 places, or well, I guess, what's the worst place you ever get caught like with your phone all the time? I know for me, you're always calling me when you're driving.
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean the worst place? What do you mean?
Like where you're always on your phone the most.
In the shower.
In the shower? Okay.
You're on shower phone more than
He's
driving phone.
Yeah.
I thought you were on driving phone more than shower.
I guess technically driving because I drive longer than I shower normally. Bro, I'll be hating when I'll pick up the phone and I'll set it down while I'm in the shower. And then, like, I'll be washing my hair and shit, and I can't hear what they're saying, so I have to, like, step over. I'm like, wait, what did you say? All right, I got you. Hold up. I'll be, like, shuffling back to my other spot. That'd be annoying sometimes. But, like, I tried to talk, and people would be complaining, like, Gut, you don't call me. Oh, Gut, you didn't return my call. Or, Gut, this. I'm like, bro, like, I'm telling you, man. Like, I'm on the phone 24/7 all the time. But, like, it's what I signed up for. And, like, example, like, if I hypothetically everything stopped while I'm doing the music world, all my business stopped tomorrow, like at that point I'd probably just go be like a receptionist. I know it sounds like a job you don't hear a lot of guys necessarily doing.
But you like me down
I'm so used to at this point, I'd be like, alright.
Be a sales rep or something, that'd be better. You get more money out of that.
Yeah, I mean
That's true.
Yeah, he's right. Write that down, Prizm.
Write that down. Prizm asking him to write it down. He's your assistant now. Oh, Jesus.
See, look at that. He said, Gut and I always have our morning shower calls. That kind of sounds sus a little bit.
That does sound, when you read that, yeah, that sounds very sus.
But, yeah, I mean, he's not wrong, but just don't word it like that.
Oh, my gosh. Can you wait to win the chat?
Oh, yeah.
bvnc, thank you. Oh, my gosh. So how many artists right now are you managing altogether? I know, and then they're all from Wisconsin, other than the other guy, Garrett from
I'll go over
Tennessee,
I'll just kind of whip through
or
him.
Nashville.
I'll whip through him quick.
Yeah, whip
So
through
we
him.
have Blackheart Monte.
Yep.
He's originally from Gary, Indiana.
Yep.
He lives in Green Bay. I got Lil Nexus. He's from Cudahy, Wisconsin. Cudahy, Milwaukee. You can say Milwaukee.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, next one. I got Cully's Whack. He's from Appleton, lives in Appleton, Wisconsin. I got Masonic. He's from Green Bay. These are all BSC artists I'm going over right now.
Yep.
Masonic, he's from Green Bay, lives in Green Bay. I got Size 6 Times. He's from Detroit, but he lives in Green Bay. And then I got Young Sage. He's from Irving, Texas originally, but he lives in Oshkosh. That's my BSC artist.
6 BSC artists.
6 BSC artists. So those are my artists under Big Shark Entertainment. Then I have my side artists. Not saying they're any less. I just call my side artists because they're not in BSC.
Yep.
I have Garrett Lloyd. He's originally from Cincinnati, Ohio, but he lived in Green Bay. So Garrett, who I'm talking about, and now he lives in Nashville.
Okay.
Lives in Nashville. I can't get into all the reason behind just because some contract stuff like that. But he's gonna make it. We'll just put it like that.
Okay.
Okay, I got Isaac. His name's Isaac. I know it sounds like
It's just Isaac. Okay.
but he's from Appleton. He lives in Appleton.
Sounds good.
I got Mookie Bando.
Mookie Bando.
He lives in Milwaukee.
Interesting.
Milwaukee artist. And then I got Michael Lariano. Lives in Appleton.
Okay.
Those are all my artists.
So 4 plus 6.
So 10.
Interesting.
Do you ever feel like you bit
That's
off
a
more
lot of
than you can
artists.
chew,
That's a
or
lot of
do you
artists.
juggle it well?
Bro, no disrespect to people, but I have artists literally asking me every single day, to the point some begging me every day to be their manager. And if I could manage 100 artists, I would. And at the 10 I'm at right now, plus my other stuff, yeah, I do sometimes feel like a bit more issue. But I committed to it.
And you gotta do it, man.
You feel me? I gotta do it.
Yeah.
And
of course.
Got to see it through, my boy.
I've been trying to tell my peoples now that I manage, hey, like, you gotta tap in me, you gotta stay with me, because I can't hold your hand. And they've been doing a lot better job of that. Because sometimes in the past I always felt like, come on, you gotta do this. Now it's like, God, I'm doing this. What do you think is good? I like that. Let's do this. Let's do that. It makes it a lot easier. So yeah.
Of course.
A lot of artists also will hit me up to be in BSE. I don't really add artists in BSE, which I think you guys know that.
But yet you just had a Joe Sage.
I did add Sage, but you have to look at that. I don't add artists in BSE. I really don't. BSE is exclusive.
I feel you.
Really exclusive. Like, to get in there, like, it's different. And not saying my other artists I manage don't belong there. It's also BSE. You have to be able to work with other artists. You have to be able to collab. The shows, there's a lot more of a family atmosphere for that. Not saying the other artists couldn't be part of that I manage. It's just like, I try to keep my family artists all together, linked together like this. And my other artists definitely collab. They do songs with them, but I try to solo manage the other ones I have, if that makes sense.
Yeah, as opposed to
Don't put all your eggs
managing
in one
as a group,
basket.
they're the more solos. Okay.
But yeah, that's all my artists I have. I'm never not interested in adding more. It's just hard to get me to. But I'm never, if like any artist DMs me, I get DMs all the time. If they're like, oh, I need help with getting on shows, I can't guarantee that, but I can at least show you, at least point you to someone who can get you on, or I'll be like, hey, here's shows I'm doing, here's this, here's that. You know, send me music, maybe we can get you on one. Oh, I need help with promotion. Here's my tools I have. You know, if I like you, not even if I just like music, I gotta be cool with you, because I'm not just gonna give out my. I ain't just gonna give out all those plugs and tools. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, nah.
But I'll help out. I'm never the type, because I don't see people's competition. At the end of the day, everyone can eat if they want to. If you want to make a competition, we can, but you don't want to do all that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't want to do all that.
So if you could choose any artist at all to manage right now, who would it be?
Right now,
Yes.
or like if I could get them when they first started or in their prime? Or?
Nah, just now. Right now. Who if you could pick any artist to manage right now? You're free right
Young
now.
boy.
Young boy?
Young boy.
Yeah.
Why wait?
Yeah, I want to hear why.
Really? Yeah, why?
Give me a little why here.
He's the best rapper currently in the game.
Okay.
It's not even up for debate.
I respect
Young
that,
boy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not saying he's necessarily the most talented, but he's the best artist in the game. Right
Okay.
He's one of the biggest, yeah.
He's
For
definitely
Like,
For
he's
sure.
like-
no, he's massive. Yeah.
No, he's
for
like
sure.
he's the best artist in the game. There's no debate.
Oh, Sage,
No.
we've been asking about him. Don't you worry.
Like, there's zero debate about it.
What about Wayne though? You like Wayne?
I think he's the greatest rapper of all time, but Wayne is kind of the back burner of his career, and Wayne could stop rapping tomorrow, and he'd still be the best of all time. But I'm saying, currently in the game, Youngboy's the best rapper.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah.
That's why I asked. That's why I
That was
asked from the
better words, yeah.
beginning or right now, because you was
Yep.
from the beginning, then I would have probably said Lil Wayne, just because that's my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I did think before I said Youngboy, I had two other artists pop in my head, but I was like, Youngboy's the one.
What was the other artist?
The other two, I had Trippie Redd. Now, I'm not even a gigantic Trippie Redd fan, but I feel like I could do something with Trippie Redd.
Yeah.
I feel like Trippie Redd is not the best marketed artist. I actually have a lot of theories on Trippie Redd, saying that I think Trippie Redd could be way bigger than he is if he collabed with certain artists. And I feel like if Trippie Redd kind of like, I don't know how much y'all are into hip hop politics, but Trippie Redd talks about a lot of people.
I don't
Trippie
even
Redd
like
gets
politics. in the
Trippie
real
Redd gets in
world.
a lot of beefs, and Trippie Redd does a lot of stuff. And if you could clean it up, Trippie Redd could be way bigger than he already is. And number two, it's a controversial answer, but I'll just say it. 6ix9ine, because I feel like 6ix9ine is literally a money money magnet.
That's because he owns like 1 million people.
6ix9ine's like a money machine. I'm saying like that. He knows how to. He's the marketing genius. He's the literally biggest marketing genius.
You want to know why he owns an entire city? That's he just gets everybody to share and like his shit and fucking go watch it.
Yeah, I'm saying, bro.
Literally,
marketing
that's you just gotta own a city and you can just get everybody
he was
to do
in every headline for a while there, and he knows how to take it.
Bro, he could right tomorrow if he wants to go. Just drop a song and go viral. He literally could just boom, here you go. Yeah. And it's gonna happen soon because he hasn't dropped in almost a year now. It's gonna happen. I don't know if y'all heard, but 6ix9ine and YoungBoy have a collab. So
I did hear that. Yes.
And that's a way to stir something up. But me personally, if I could manage anyone right now, it'd be YoungBoy.
Yeah.
YoungBoy. Okay.
Easily YoungBoy.
Good answer. Okay.
So last time you were in, you said that you were going to be starting a music blog. Did that ever get off the ground, or did you kind of get with managing people more?
A music blog?
Yeah, I listened back and you said something about starting a music blog for music for your artists.
I don't remember saying that. A music blog?
Yeah, deep cut over here. Yeah. I don't even remember that either.
Well, I just listened to it the other day because you told me to. Yeah, so all right.
Obviously
didn't happen.
I didn't even listen to it.
The music blog. Hey man, I got a music blog on the way. If y'all didn't know that,
yeah,
it's coming soon.
It's coming soon. Right after Detox by Dre. It's okay. We're better now.
We can edit it, but it's just a little easier.
Yeah, no,
it's a little time consuming. So going, I just want to touch over this since we already kind of talked about it. Your football player. Tell us about him. What's his name? Who does he play for? Let us know all about what's going on.
You want
here.
the whole
athletics? Give us the whole shebang.
Okay, his name is Des Stewart. He went to Ohio, Dominican. Basically, Des was part of the 2016. I feel like I'm reading off like a Wikipedia right now. Yeah, in my head. Des is part of the 2016 draft class. He ran a 4.41
He wrote his Wikipedia, little do we know.
Which, if y'all don't know football, it's very fast.
What'd you say again? I'm sorry.
4.41
Oh yeah, okay.
It's very fast. So, and then he went undrafted. He got signed to the Buccaneers. Then from the Buccaneers, he went on the Redskins. They were the Redskins at the time, so no one tried to look at me funny.
I understand.
Then he went on the Packers practice squad, which, obviously, actually on the team versus the other ones who were training camp rosters, so he was on the team for them. And then he played for the Steelers, played for the Lions. He did really well at Detroit, too. And then he played indoor football with the Arizona Rattlers, and he got signed mid-season with them and immediately off a rip made a big impact with them. And basically went from there, played with them, and kind of did some other stuff in between, a little bit of music stuff, a little bit of other things.
Okay.
And we reconnected, and he actually, I think it was about 3 weeks ago or so, maybe a month ago, he signed with the Green Bay Blizzard, which is an indoor team in Green Bay. And we're gonna play out this season, see what happens from there, and then we have a lot of other plans to try to move up.
Do they scout at those indoor games? Is that how?
Yeah, there will be probably Packer scouts. There will be other team scouts, and our hopes are to get back in the NFL, but we also look into CFL, which is the Canadian Football League, and the USFL, which is a new startup league. Donald Trump actually used to own that league back in the 80s.
And
they came back.
Okay.
So,
that is the Wikipedia there.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, hey, Des is in the comment section right now, guys. So that's
Rice Krispie, is that Des?
No, Des got pictures.
Des got pictures. Oh gosh, okay. My bad. I didn't even read that, my bad. It was up in the chat more.
No, you straight.
But what's up, Des?
But yeah, that's our plan right now, and we're definitely gonna make it happen. And I could get into every little detail how we're gonna make it, when it's gonna happen. I could give you a whole little storybook.
I'm excited to see it happen.
But
I'm excited.
I haven't told Des yet. I actually want to almost write like a book about the story because I think it's gonna be one of those stories
makes into a movie like the.
Yeah, I think it could be a movie, or I think it could be something where after it's done a book like.
This got the vision, bro.
When it's not even like a vision because I could say, oh, it's a vision, but it's going to happen. And the way I can tell you exactly how it's gonna happen bar for bar, but I'd rather just, you know what I'm saying?
Show me.
Yeah, you feel me?
I feel you.
And I'm really looking forward to this opportunity. It's one of the, like Jacob was talking about. This is something that I said I wanted to happen in my last interview, and since this one has happened.
And you accomplished it.
Turn around.
And
fucking awesome. Yeah.
And the thing is I'm really happy it's with who I'm with. It's with Des because I really believe in him.
And I assume you're really happy with it because it's a Packer and you're a big Packer fan.
Yeah, that too, of course. But
It's like almost managing Lil Wayne back in the day.
yeah, you feel me? And
It gives me the same sense of joy.
The crazy part is I don't want to get too much into the story, like I said, because I could do a whole interview about me and Dez's story. But
yeah, of course.
I actually, back in 2016, out at Lambeau, there's a fence where you can sit behind players, park in the parking lot.
Yep.
I actually got his autograph on some pictures on some fan shit back in 2016 of him.
Nice.
And it went from me being outside of a fence asking for his autograph to me now working with him.
That's fucking awesome.
Which is a crazy story when you...
The manifestation, you know?
You think about it like that, and, you know, like, everyone knows I love hip-hop and I love rap and, you know, everything about it, but football is my number one love. That's what I do love the most.
You do always talk about football, man. Especially, you definitely expressed that quite a bit in our first interview as well.
Yeah.
Lots of football. Are you still out on the field every day?
No, not no more.
Oh, come on, man. I used to see you at like 5 a.m. out on that field every day going hard, bro.
Bro, I really, really wanted to keep that going because I love
Yo, Dez,
football.
get this man back out on the field every goddamn day. You gotta be running drills with this motherfucker.
Bro, he would. Oh my God, I'd be getting creased out there. I walk in
Get
with
Sage in on it. That'd be better.
I walk in with a big ass ankle limping.
Oh Jesus.
Part 3,
Next time, part 3's in a wheelchair.
I'll be limping in. But no, man, it's just and honestly, like, it almost makes me start tearing up thinking about, like, I don't even want to get into all that because it's something that I really...
You miss it, I assume.
Yeah, playing football is my favorite thing in the world, and, you know, like I said, man, like, I can watch Dez catch some touchdowns. I can be, let's go. You know what I'm saying?
But it's nothing compared to you beat out on the field, though, right?
Yeah, I mean,
out there
nothing
playing
really
your own
well.
shit.
But I do love football, man. That's one thing I do love.
It's good to hear. I'm glad.
He said, let me 1v1 him.
On Rust or where?
Yeah, you know the best part about Dez, you know what the best part is? When you see the comments, you see that check mark.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. I
That
did see
check
that.
mark.
He likes that check mark.
That check mark. Yeah, it's certified.
Oh, Michael's in here now, too. And
We got-
Blackheart Monte. What's up, Monte?
Got a
How's
lot
it
of
going,
people
Monte?
up in here.
So we're kind of a little off of the music topic here, but
That's fine.
if you could meet one non-musical celebrity, who would you want to meet and why?
That's a good question.
Who would I?
Like
Any celebrity that's not an artist.
Actually, it's funny. My favorite football player of all time, I've met him.
Really?
Yeah, Vince Young's my favorite player, and for anyone who doesn't know, he played for the Titans, and he's considered by a lot of people the best college football players ever played. He actually did play for the Packers too as a preseason. He only played there for about a month.
Okay.
I met him. I met Aaron Rodgers, who's my second favorite player.
Okay.
So I've met most of my favorite players.
Okay.
So
Well, what
yeah, I
about
was
somebody
gonna
that's not a player or an artist then? I guess let's take away your two favorite things. And like if there's another
Yes,
celebrity like movie
another
star
layer of gut.
or something like that, let's like who would you want to meet? That's a celebrity that isn't an athlete or
I don't think I got anything other than that.
really? Okay.
No,
No,
that's
no
fine.
hot movie stars or something you want to meet?
Not really.
Damn.
I'm really
What
only
about-
like
I
for
guess
celebrities,
not,
I only like rappers and football players. I mean, maybe if I really sat here
Okay.
and thought, but we'd be like an hour in of
That's
silence.
fair.
Okay.
Then I'd
alright,
come up
alright.
with some name. Hey man, if I can meet,
Maybe this person.
you know, I met Tony Dreamhome, so that's all I need to
Hey,
meet.
there we
you
go,
know?
there we go. I
And
feel
we
you, I
got
feel
we
you.
I was
got
gonna say
we got Blaze on the couch.
Triple
too.
H.
Triple H, WWE. Oh man.
Shaq.
Shaq.
Yeah,
oh,
there
Shaq
we
is
go,
a good
Shaq,
one.
Shaq.
would be a good one.
Yeah, that's my
I'd
favorite.
like to
There we
chop it
go.
up with Shaq one of these days. Talk
There we
about,
go, Tony
Kevin
got
Hart.
it,
That's
Shaq.
gonna be a funny one.
Kevin Hart, Logic.
That's
he's
an
an
artist,
artist.
yep.
God damn it.
See, it's hard.
You can't even pick The Rock anymore either because he made a song.
Yeah, that's right.
with-
He's a rapper now.
Yeah, Shaq's a good one. There you go. He
For
got
sure,
it.
I agree
Yeah,
with
that'd
that.
definitely be it.
So then another one that kind of relates to the other question I had. So if you could manage any football player right now other than Dez, who would it be?
Current player?
Yeah.
So like be their agent?
Yeah.
So but like percentage of money we talking?
Okay, that you're
Doesn't
getting
matter.
too detailed with this guy. You're picking too much.
I'm
Who are you
I'm
going to
picking, I'm
manage?
picking whoever got the biggest contract.
Oh,
Not gonna lie.
jeez. Of course he is.
Okay, all right.
Greedy over here.
Yeah, nah. Probably. I want to say Aaron, but I don't know how he's going to play because I think he's on the back burner of his career. So I probably would say someone who's young. So Tyler Lindenbaum, and people who don't know that is center coming out of the draft this year out of Iowa, my favorite college.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he'd be a rookie coming in fresh, and Iowa's my favorite school. So that'd be who I pick.
Okay. I fucks with it.
I
So
think
what do you
that'd be
what do you enjoy most about managing? Artists or athletes?
This is gonna sound corny, but I'm just gonna say it. Seeing them succeed and seeing the hard work you put in actually do something. Because
That's
nothing's worse.
I'm joking, I'm sorry.
nothing's worse than like you put all your energy into something and you feel like you're not getting the results you deserve.
Of course.
Because like, of course I've had songs or I've had stuff that I feel like shit done better. That or probably that's number 2. Probably number 1's shows, because I just have fun.
Okay.
It's just fun. I do shows every weekend, but I really try to make my shows exclusive. That's why I don't have them all the time. I could throw a show whenever I want. But if I have them all the time, then they're not. I like people sitting around and be like, God, when's that next Gutt show? When's that next Gutt show?
Yeah.
When's the next show? I like people.
Because they're just trying to get a spot, probably.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, so I like to have it like that versus if I have them like every 3 weeks, every month, like, oh, I'll just go to the next one.
Yeah.
People just start saying like, oh, I had fun, but like, oh, I got a date with my girl this weekend, I'll go to the next one. Oh, you really gonna go to the next one? Damn, you gonna be waiting a while.
You're going to be waiting a while.
And you're gonna be like, damn, I really should have went to that show.
Yeah,
going
right.
outside.
Yeah.
When it comes to songs, as an artist manager, do you prefer that an artist make one quality song or like three quick songs? So kind of like a quantity or quality.
About that in the live.
Quantity.
Quantity.
Because like, what's good to me, what's good to them could be trash to someone. You feel me? And
I mean, yeah, on a certain level.
That's why I say that versus the three songs that could be quote unquote mid or eh. Like 2 of those or 1 of those could really hit someone. I like more shots aboard rather than one long shot, because if that shot don't hit,
well, of course,
then you're
more
going out
shots.
sorry.
That's a good point.
Okay.
Like, yeah, you're taking
You
more time.
definitely want more shots. Like I that's the one part of that I agree with. I think.
Yeah, I have a different theory though. A lot of people like to. I don't like when people take a long time on mixes. I don't like people have a long time on recording songs. I don't like a long drawn out process on a song. I want it.
You want efficiency.
Yes, because I get that. You know, some people take long to record. I get people take long, but like every day you wait, every minute we wasting, just another day you're gonna have to wait to get this rolling, and that's another day someone else who wants it more could just zoom past you. So it's like that's how I feel. I know a lot of people disagree with that, and a lot of people said, "God, I think that's wrong. It's all about quality." I think quantity is more important. That's just me though. Obviously, you want every track to be A1 quality, and I expect that, but at the same time, you know, you gotta try different flows, different sounds. You gotta experiment a little bit because you don't know what your audience wants. What you might be a trap rapper or someone that likes, you know, more beats and, you know, and more that kind of vibe. And then next thing, you know, you make like 2 melodic songs, and the melodic stuff is what people wanted the whole time. You know, I mean, you don't really know what people want.
I guess I sort of agree with that, but at the same time, it's the artist's art, and it really doesn't matter what the consumer wants if they want to put out art, in my opinion. And no matter what you like, there's 100% going to be people that will like it. Like, with considering just the mass amount of people in this world and all the genres.
Yeah, I think about like this.
Like, there's definitely people out there that are going to follow into whatever niche that you make, no matter what it is.
But that's the difference if you want to do this as a part-time, you want to do this just to be a local, or if you want to do this as a career. You got to appease your fans and make people like you, or you're going to be stuck if you don't make
But you can do that. You can still do that while doing what you love, though.
You
and
can.
Doing what you enjoy instead of switching up your sound just for the people.
You can. That's true. But at the same time, let's put it like this. Let's say Monte, right? He makes 15 songs of him singing his heart away, right?
Yep.
And he posts all of them, right? And that's the music he wants to make. And you're getting 1,000 plays per, or 2,000. And you put out one of you, you know, or 4 of you doing lyrical rap or hard rap, and you're getting 10, 20,000. I don't care how much you like doing the other stuff. You're gonna see those numbers and see that money come in your pocket and be like, man, I'm gonna make it of this, and then when my name gets big enough, I'm gonna bring my other stuff I like to do more, because then people don't care. Because people at halftime of music, they don't even care what it sounds like halftime. They just like to follow the trend when the trend is big. You don't think some of these rappers who got millions of views, millions of followers, you don't think some underground people are better than them? It's just people just follow them and like them because everyone else did. That's why it's harder to come up when you're underground, because you don't have, it's not necessarily cool to like that person.
Well, of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta find what's appealing to your fans so you get big enough so you can do what you really want. At the same time, I'll never say don't do what you enjoy, because at the end of the day, if you make music and you're not enjoying it, you'll just quit anyway. You'll just naturally stop.
Exactly, yeah.
There's give and take of everything. But at the same time, you gotta find your best sound and what people like in your sound. You really think all these artists really like all the music they're putting out right now? Like, even the bigger artists.
I mean, I
But
think Prizm likes his art. Like,
you know what I mean?
There's always one or two.
You know what I mean? That's how it be. Like, a lot of these
I understand,
rappers do stuff they don't even want to do. There'll be fake beefs they want to, or if they do stuff they just just to get on media pages, but they don't even mean the stuff they're saying, or they're doing stuff for attention because
Yeah,
they know
of
that's
course.
going to put money in their pocket. So that's how it be going.
So I guess asking the question, do you think all publicity is good publicity?
To an extent, you have to also consider, depending on what it is, your name might be in a headline, but then you'll be known as that guy.
True.
So, like, let's say I walk up on 21 Savage, slap him, right? And I get out. I slap him and I run away and he doesn't catch me, right? I'll be everywhere. Oh, local rapper slap 21 Savage. My followers go up, but that's as far as I'll ever go, is guy slap 21 Savage. No one will ever pay attention to my music. I'll just be known as guy
You
slap
can
21
capitalize
Slap
on it.
rapper.
I understand I get what you're saying, and I agree with it, but I think you can capitalize
I got a
on
perfect
it no matter
example.
what it is.
Remember, does anyone in this room know who Soldier Kid is?
Soldier Kid?
I know
No.
Soldier Boy.
It sounds familiar.
So, remember when X died? Remember that artist that was basically claiming he kind of killed him, but wouldn't admit to? He's like half heard
I think I heard something like that.
And then, all of a sudden his streams went up, all his followers went up. But yeah, that was as far as it went.
That was.
And his music wasn't bad, but he was like, oh, let me capitalize this quick to get some quick plays. Let me capitalize it to get this. And then that's as far as it goes.
Because he didn't keep up with it.
There's
though. You gotta
like-
keep up capitalizing.
But that's the thing is, people remember that. That's like, you remember 22 Savage? There was a 22 Savage. He don't rap no more. Because his whole thing was dissing 21 Savage. He was trying to come up off that. And then people are like, oh, that's cool. That'll be cool for a week. And what's talked about today is gone tomorrow. They're on to
Exactly.
something new. And then people don't care about you anymore. You're just the guy who dissed 21 Savage, and that's as far as your career will ever go. Rather than you just grinding and not doing stuff for clout and just trying to get a name for yourself quick, you would be better off just putting your nose to the grindstone and work out. It depends how you want to do it. Depends if you want to be just known for a week or if you're trying to actually do something for real. That's the thing you gotta ask you. If you're trying to do just make your little splash and be known for a little bit, like the Island Boys example, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is
Great
working.
example,
This is
yes.
working out perfect for them. But I'm telling you, in a year from now, people probably don't care anymore. People,
remember
Yeah, it's
me.
pretty much done. It's pretty much done
no one,
already, to be honest.
Yeah, people don't care because that's all it's ever going to be. Now, granted, if they save their money well, it'll be all worth it because I'm booked for shows and the cameo doing all this stuff. If they don't save their money well, they'll be on the corner trying to do Island Boy. You're sitting on
Yeah.
corner homeless.
Damn, you did that a little too well.
You feel me?
Did you write that hook?
You feel me?
He just says you feel
Why do
me.
you think he's bringing it up?
Yeah, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. But no, that's the thing. Like, so that's an example. Like I'm saying, like
Yeah,
what's it?
I understand.
That doesn't.
There's a quality to it.
Yeah, you
that
feel me?
Just anything is not good.
If you try to make a quick bag and you know how to make your money and you don't blow it all, then yeah, go ahead, make some cloud chasing moves. If you can even get there, everyone's trying to do it. There's a million people trying to do what the Island Boys been trying to do.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, man, like if that's your goal is just to make a little splash and make some money off it, go crazy. I could care less. It doesn't affect me.
Exactly.
As long as I'm not the one getting pimp slapped, I don't care.
Local
But what
rapper,
if what
Pimp
if you
Slabs, Lil
get
Gutt.
publicity off of that though?
I don't want to be known for getting slapped.
And then he's that guy.
If I get slapped, oh man, if I get slapped, Tony better slap the person. That's all I'm saying.
Don't slap me.
Don't slap me.
It's gonna end up bad.
Both Blaze and Tony were just out.
Oh, calling
that
him
was
out.
fucking
Oh.
hilarious. I was gonna turn the camera until we all laughed and then we
Yeah.
all woke him up. But goddamn, I have another question here. Do you have any tips for artists just starting out on how to manage themselves?
Ooh, I got a lot on that too. Yeah.
Like how to manage yourself. as
Okay,
an
what's your
artist?
definition of just starting out?
Well, I mean,
'Cause that's a really
you're
good
making
question.
music. You're making music already.
How much?
About a year.
Yeah, you're
Are you on
making
all
music.
platforms?
You haven't found your sound yet, and you're on all platforms yet.
You're on all platforms.
Yeah.
How many songs do you know? These are really valid questions I need to know.
Okay.
You got one album
we'll
and
do
3
less
singles.
than 10, about 10ish.
10 songs. How many followers do you have on Instagram?
1,000.
It's 100. Oh, I was going low. I was like, you got your friends and your parents to join.
So 100 at that. We'll split at 500.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And what's your top song streamed at?
Top song, 15K. I got lucky.
15K?
I got lucky on
Damn.
SoundCloud. My whole school listened to it. Yeah.
Okay. Any music videos?
No, I can't do that.
Okay. So first thing I would do is your song that hit 15K, I would shoot a video to that and try to capitalize off the kids that liked your song. And then I don't want to give out too much sauce, but I would.
Well, no, I'm not asking for
No,
specific
no.
sauce, of course. I'm just like any
Yeah,
tips
so
for
music
everybody.
video, and I would use
manage them.
certain ways to promote the video. We'll leave it at that. I would shoot a video to that song. I would then also the kids at the school. I would print flyers, and I would print it out, and I would put this is the song because if the kids liked the song the first time, I'm assuming they'd want to see the video too. Wouldn't you assume?
Yeah.
So you make a flyer, hit up Garke for the graphic,
Yeah,
promote
that's what I'm talking
the
about.
YouTube video, put them all in the cars at the school you're at on every car.
The cars? Why not just in the hallways?
No, on the
I feel like
cars.
on the car, that's
on
a
the
little
cars
bit-
because they're gonna take the flyer when they're in the hallway. They're either gonna throw it away or just
Ah.
throw it in their bag and they're gonna forget about it. If you put it in their car, they're gonna take the flyer off
False.
the
Throw it
car.
on the car seat right next to them, the passenger.
Well, if the window
Or they
open, but
litter.
the window's probably not gonna be open. They're gonna take that flyer. More than likely, they're just gonna bring it with them in the car.
Well, that's what I'm
and
saying.
but they're fresh in the vehicle, so that's the first thing they're gonna think when they get home. Versus when they're during the middle of the day of school,
Okay.
they're gonna forget about it.
Okay.
Also, you gotta carry these flyers around
Big
and
tip
worry
right there,
about
yeah.
getting. You put them on the cars. You're gonna give them to basically everyone in the school.
Not only that, what's the first thing you do when you get in the car most of the time? Like I
You
play
play
music.
Turn on the radio.
So-
Oh my God, I'm putting CWHipHop flyers on every single car in the summer. And I'm gonna go walking down the
Tips by
block.
Gutt.
Every single car is getting a flyer.
Tips by Gutt.
You know what? I'm writing that one down. Thank you.
This is just-
I asked this question for artists starting out, and I just got a tip. I appreciate that.
Yeah, this is
The car's
off.
a good idea.
This is off my dome quick too. This is
Yeah.
just some quick
You
marketing.
got any more?
I'm gonna keep going.
Oh yeah.
You want me to keep?
if
No,
not-
I'm
if
still
not,
going.
I got a couple questions here, and we can.
If
yeah,
you want to, if you have questions, like he might answer your questions talking
Okay,
about
that's
it.
fair.
So
Okay, and then I'll just do a couple more things. So we won't do no.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
just promote. We're just talking about one single 15K.
sure.
Yeah,
Shoot
we
a
got
video.
One good song that
Yeah,
You got one good song that
you
you
put the
really like,
flyers on the cars, right? And then after that, obviously your simple promos, as in just post on Instagram, post on Facebook, post on Snap. I then would do the next thing I would say is kids love, especially these days, love TikTok. I would say you don't even have to make a dance to it. I said everyone who uploads it to TikTok just uploads a video or just repost it. I'll just do some kind of giveaway. Or what people don't love more in giveaways is something funny. So say, hey, all right, if y'all blah blah blah, if you repost, everyone repost my song on TikTok, whoever I select a random person, I'll do one bet in school, or I'll do one this, whatever you want me to do.
I'll do the ice bucket challenge.
Right, some stupid like I'll in the middle of the cafeteria in school, I'll stand up on the table and I'll rap my song until the
Oh,
person
yeah,
sings
Ooh,
it
that'd be
back.
funny.
Acapella.
Acapella. Yeah.
Something simple as
throw
that,
a speaker
or
on something. Now you have to.
If you got money, you know what I mean, just give away money. Just do a simple little challenge, enough to get people's attention, but not enough that will financially affect you or affect you too much where you feel like
Everybody
you're
in the
doing too
chat's
much.
writing everything down right now.
So that's what I would do
If
just
not, you
that
should be.
single. Every person who also on the flyer, obviously tell every single person to comment on the video. Comments are really important in the YouTube algorithm. They're actually the number one
Facts.
booster in the YouTube algorithm.
More than likes.
Yeah, actually number one booster is comments. That helps it get to
Likes
recommended
mean
sections.
like nothing nowadays. Dude.
Yeah, comments make it go on recommended sections.
Okay.
So that's what I would do just for that one single. I'll leave it at that. I mean, I could get to way more, but I'm making
Okay,
it simple.
okay. Some good tips.
I'm
Go
making
ahead.
it
You
had
simple
more
and
questions for him,
basically as free as I can.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess it was a little bit different, but it was what you were just talking about was an artist trying to promote their own music. One thing I've noticed is that around here, there's artists who make good music but have zero promotion or don't take it with that way, that they could use a manager in some form or another. What characteristics do you have that you think makes a good artist manager?
Bro, why do you have the same question as me? That's my next question.
Because we're on a good wavelength.
That's my next question.
So what makes me a good
Like,
manager?
what
Is that what you're asking?
what characteristics
No,
do
like,
you think helps you?
What should they look for in a manager to get a manager? I guess is kind of
Okay,
what I'm
I'll
saying,
get
too.
this over it. If the manager asks for money or so much money per month, you might as well not work them because they look at dollar signs and not look at you as the actual artist. I've never in my life said to an artist I believe in, oh, I need this much paid to me, I need this. I don't
Yep.
talk about money because if I believe in you, then shit, why am I talking about a $50, $250 monthly subscription, whatever you want to call it? 'Cause
Yep.
I've heard managers talk about that when we make $2 million later or however many million later. If I believe in you, that's the mindset I would have with you, wouldn't I?
So how do you monetize off of having your managing your artist then?
I can't talk about man's money, you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Right.
yeah, sure.
Never
If
that.
you want to give that's sure.
Never that.
This is when Mason comes in and says, "Nah, we answer that question."
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, well, it wasn't.
Yeah, I did.
Fucked up.
I
also
didn't
did
hit
cat,
I didn't hit
bro.
the leg.
As an artist looking for a manager, that's a good thing. Money is kind of a worrisome thing. Like, make sure they're interested in your music. If somebody can't really be as efficient in making music, but wants to be part of the scene here, I think a management role might be a good way for it. What is something they could look in themselves to be like, hey, I might be a good music manager for another artist? Is there, like, you kind of have a conversation, skill set, charisma, you're on the phone all the time, always talking to people. Do you have to be really proficient with talking to other people?
I feel like you got to be, because you're representing someone, so I feel like you're speaking for them. And you have to have their best interests for them. You have to know what's best for them. I feel like when an artist gets a manager, they start relying on them a lot more than they realize, because they expect them to handle. How I talk to my artists is like, okay, you make music, I take care of everything else. And you have to instill trust that I'll do all that. So that's how I feel. So you have to be able to talk to promoters. You have to be able to talk to, if someone wants a feature, you have to talk to the artists, and they're copping the feature. Whatever it may be, the circumstance may be, maybe talking to a label about a distribution deal, signing, whatever it may be. I think you have to know how to talk, because also with artists, it's a lot of, even when you're out in public at a party, you want to promote your artists, you want to talk about them, you want to make as much fans, because fans equal dollar signs, fans equal going up in the game. You don't want to just sit there and have the same, however many people listen to you every day. You want to gain fans and gain more people. That's the big thing about music, is if you sit in the same spot and you just have the same people recycling your music, you're not going to go where you want to go.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good way to put it. Do you think there's anything else that a manager might need as opposed to getting started as
you need to, I say, find managers in the rap game already and kind of see what they do, see how they move, and see if know anything. Like, kind of almost try to look up to them. Like, there's people that get inspiration from artists I think you should do as a manager. My favorite manager, my person who inspired me to do this is Birdman. Okay. So Birdman's someone I look up to. There's lots of other managers too, but it's like the number one I can think of. And a lot of managers aren't somewhat necessarily public figures. Like Birdman's known by everyone, but a lot of them, you gotta have to do research behind the scenes, because most managers, in my opinion, don't go out and be like, oh, this is me, I do this. I feel like they do a lot.
That's because they're representing the person. They want to tell everybody else about the person they're representing.
Managers kind of that background.
Exactly.
Facts,
exactly.
no printer.
Yeah, facts. No printer, he said. Shut the fuck up.
That's a new one.
Facts, no printer.
I've never heard that one. Yeah, that definitely is a new one. So in your eyes, do you have any more for that?
Yeah, I was also going to say,
don't let me,
was there any habits you had to break starting off as a manager?
Oh, that's a good question. I like that question.
Like, was there anything that you did that you're like, this isn't working out, I got to change this kind of behavior?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I felt like I'd be like, sometimes just because the song ain't for me, it doesn't mean it's not for everyone else.
Okay.
When I first got in there, I felt like I was kind of like, hey, you got to make a song like this. Oh, you got to do something. This is years ago, but you got to do stuff like this. Like, the artist needs to be creative, and they need to do what they feel like is best for their music. And I feel like another person, you can give tips maybe, and you can be like, oh, this, but at the same time, you got to let the artist be the creator, because that's why they're here. That's not your role. Other than that, I think that was the only habit I had to break. I mean, other than that, I'm really close friends with most of my artists, and sometimes I feel like that can be like a little like, like you want to be friends, obviously, and close, but at the same time, you have to realize that you're in a business.
Loose or what?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't think that's necessarily a problem I've had. I just could see that could be an issue with people.
It definitely could be, for sure.
Yeah.
I guess one last one I got here. Is there a single piece of advice you would give off to an artist manager just starting off?
If your number one concern is money, or how to make money, or how to do something with the artist, then you should not do this. Yeah, you can make some money if you want to, and it's very easy if you just want to fleece a bunch of people. That's not what I do.
But then there goes your reputation. Try doing it again.
Yeah, you feel me. Like you said, facts, no printer.
I like that. That's a
good one. I do like that. We gotta cut that out. That should be a sound.
One of the buttons.
Yeah, when we put on when we get a little sound. I have the sound bar. Soundboard. We just gotta put it or hook it up. When we do that, we're gonna cut that out. We're gonna facts, no printer. It's gonna be Gutt saying that. It'll be fucking hilarious.
I don't know. The thing, back to what the question was, I just thought of it. It's like, yeah, you can make a lot of money being a manager. Lots of money. Music is a very profitable business, and if done the right way, it's extremely profitable. Mm-hmm. It's one of the most in the world, and it's a thing also if you can keep everything yourself and keep your music and distribute it the right way. And you guys know what that means. I don't have to break it all down. It can be really profitable, and everyone on your team, let alone just the manager, make money. But if you're trying to nickel and dime and try to just take pennies and nickels off your artists left and right, just try to do this. First of all, they're not even gonna want you to be their manager anymore, and it's just
No
like it's
printer.
pointless. It's just pointless, you know what I mean? And like that's what I can say. I don't know a lot of people who are actual managers. I know a lot of people who say they're a manager, but they're not really a manager. They're just like the older brother or like the older whatever.
Okay.
I honestly don't know any actual real managers really in Wisconsin. Hardly a couple, but not really.
And that's what I was saying.
I Love You Truly has his mother's actually his manager, and she's good at it too. She definitely knows what she's doing.
Right.
But so that's one that I know of.
It's not very common to like, so a lot of people have their manager be like their homie or like their brother, and they don't know what they're doing. They just have it so they have someone to call their manager.
And I think that's one thing
sorry,
that's
sorry.
definitely missing is there needs to be more of a manager role, because there's a lot of good music here, but it's that pushing it, nobody's going to hear it. So you need to have, if you're good at making music and that's all you want to do, definitely think that more people should take up that manager role and try and get some of these people
Start
heard.
inspiring some managers out here, bro.
Bro, it's hard because, I mean, maybe it's not hard. Maybe I should.
You
know what,
this,
Garke,
bro.
you're right.
Start inspiring
It's
some
all-
more
all
fucking.
helpful.
If you get 10
Hey,
more,
man, sign up with Blade's management, man. You know what I'm
If you
saying?
get
And he'll
10 more-
get you right.
If you get 10 more managers, listen. If you get 10 more managers, say you manage 10 artists.
Uh-huh.
And if you get 10 more managers that you trained, that you know, they know all the things that you know, that's 100 more artists that are going to be getting,
Yeah, you
Getting
kind of
management.
onto something.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, you feel
And
me?
there's not, we only had about 100 artists
Yeah,
when
we're
we
pushing 90, so
like-
I mean, yeah, they're definitely out there.
So you'd have-
Oh,
you'd have all-
no, I trust me. I know they're out there.
Oh, they're
I
out
bet
there.
you know, yeah.
Yeah,
I
who
know.
knows?
They're all in your
Yes, he
DMs.
I
Hey,
know.
JD says he'll be your
All the
first.
time.
He'll be your first artist.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Okay, we'll think about it.
We'll think about it. He
Definitely-
says
hey,
he's
not-
got a lot
not-
on his plate
Not
already,
that I'll
bro.
think about taking JD. I'll think about doing an artist manager. But if I do, yeah, JD, I'll take you under.
JD, he's got a lot going on in his plate, so we'll see.
But wait, one last thing.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Any artist that DMs me, I'm always down to help. I'm always down to any tool I have. I will help you. Just like the full on management and the full on that. That's where I'm a little like, ooh,
Yeah.
you gotta have something. You gotta bring me something to the table where I'm like, yeah, I already have all this whole fat list of things going on. Yeah, I'm gonna take more time on my day for you as well.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. That's all I gotta say.
So the last one you had for that.
I'm gonna save one other one. I can throw it in later.
Okay. So in your eyes, what is the most important thing when it comes to dropping music? What's the most important thing that somebody could do when they're dropping their music?
Promote it.
Okay, sure.
But no, then I can say more than that.
Okay. Yeah.
If you let's say you have 100 fans.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, a lot of artists have more than that. But let's say 100 fans. Let's say you drop a song every 2 weeks for however many months, 4 months. You really think all 100 fans are gonna listen to all your tracks? Probably not. So let's say half of them listen to them every time, 50 fans. After a while, you keep doing the same thing. You have the same people, so your fans. I mean, you'll have people who keep listening. But some people are just gonna get other stuff in their life, so they won't listen to every track. Basically, you can't grow it all if you don't get in front of more people. If that's not doing shows, and that's not opening up for people, that's not doing showcases. The promotion part is the biggest part, where you get into a playlist, you pay for Instagram promotion, you pay for ads, whatever the promotion or whatever you might do is to get in front of more people and have more people listen to your music or watch your video or whatever it is. Because that's the only way you can grow as an artist. If you don't do that, you can't grow.
I wish I had a microphone.
I can totally cut this out.
I
Don't
wish
worry,
we had a
like,
microphone we
it's-
could reach over there.
Yeah, no, don't worry. It's all good.
It's just somebody, okay. It's like somebody starting a lawnmower over there.
Oh, man's a busy man.
Yeah, he's a busy man. No, and that's Tony's dream home right there.
Tony Dream Home.
So we know you love to throw shows. What are some of the most recent events that you've hosted?
Recent?
Yes.
I'm trying to think, man.
Do you want to ask some or something?
What is the last research? I've been doing a lot of. Man, what is the last show I did? Damn, I'm trying to think now.
Miramar? Or Miramar?
Oh, yeah, good shit, my boy. The Miramar Madness Festival. We just did that, which is cool. It was the first official festival we did. There was a lot of people. Artists flew in from Baltimore. Artists flew in from Florida.
That's dope.
I think there was A&Rs there. Giannis's youngest brother was there. I mean, there was a lot of people, and that was cool doing that festival. And like signed posters. There was like catered food.
Nice.
You know, it was a nice big stage. A lot of people there. That was probably one of the funnest ones. That was my most
That
recent
sounds
one.
like a blast.
Yeah, it was a good time. That was fun for sure. Just because it was like, you know, and we had Monte and Nexus on there. Monte, Nexus, they played like Whoa, and the crowd went nuts.
Oh, I bet.
I'm sure
You know how that goes. Every time, like Whoa, that's the one right
Like
there.
Whoa was a good fucking song, man.
So
Fact, I felt that one.
yeah,
Yes.
like Whoa was that joint right there. So that's definitely one of my highlight shows. Not my favorite show I've ever done. That's definitely top 5.
Okay.
My favorite show I've ever done was it was at Jim's Music in Green Bay.
Jim's Music. Okay.
It's a music shop, right?
Okay.
They've never had a concert before. Actually, it was just like they had a little stage in the back. It was like a music store. They sold like vinyl, speakers, mixing boards, microphones, everything you can think of them. But they had a stage in the back that had like people practice and like kids did like Christmas caroling. Like they'd never had a concert. The venue wasn't even licensed.
Okay.
They didn't have like out the fire code, nothing. Like I low key don't even know I should be talking about this. I'm already talking about it. But I knew the owner because I spent so much money on speakers and different stuff there. I'm like, hey, like, let me throw a concert back here. He's like, it's not the code. I can't do that. But I'm like, come on, man. Like, just let me throw something back here. And they ended up letting me do it. And we probably should have had 100 people there max. We had, I think it was like 220 people.
Oh, wow.
It was
Yikes.
Monte's first show of me ever.
Nice.
And it was packed. It was
I
we
can
had
do it as
we
well,
had
though.
side bands on it, not
Oh,
six
side
times
bands, yeah.
not 6 times bands on it. And we had Garrett Lloyd headlined it. That's my
Oh,
artist,
nice.
and,
Hell
and he headlined. We had some other artists on there too, but like those are the 3 artists he knows. Well, you don't really know Garrett, but you'll meet him at some point. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But Monte and Side Bands at that time was on it, and that was just one of my favorite shows, just because like it was just so crazy and like it went well, nothing bad happened, and you know it was just. But like that show was just so cool, just because like I threw it in the back of a music shop and it wasn't licensed, and it was so the energy was so like it was there. Like there were so many people, like you can't for people like listen to this, but I'm using my hands. Like the whole venue was wall to wall packed around the corner. Like it was just like everyone, their mother was there.
Nice.
And like it wasn't like we promoted the show for a long time, like maybe 25 days, 30 days, something like that. It was just like we always talk about when people talk about shows in Green Bay at other shows, they always be like, man, that Jim's Music, because it was the only show ever there. It was one and done.
That's pretty cool. That's like history.
They never had that show. They never had a show there ever again.
We're gonna throw a CWHipHop show.
I've been talking about I want to do another one, but like they don't want to do it because of COVID. I'm like hoping at some point I can, because it was just so. It was like I'll have to show y'all videos of it after.
Yeah.
It was something serious.
Sounds good.
How many total concerts do you think you've put on for artists through the whole time that you've been managing?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
Would you say like 100, 200, 500? Like
No, not 205. I used to co-host a lot of stuff even before BSE. Before that was where I did a lot of them. A lot of shows. The cool thing also is just doing them not just where I live. When I can drive 2-3 hours and fans show up to shows of mine, that's what makes it more special to me. Because like, yeah, obviously like, you know, it's cool doing my hometown or where I live, but like I expect people to show up. If people didn't show up there, I'll be like, what? But like when you drive 2 hours and you got people waiting outside, then you take pictures of you or like doing stuff like that, that's like, okay, all right, I feel a little special now. You know, like, you know what I mean?
No,
like,
I totally
like
get
when you remember you were at one of the 414 takeover.
Yeah.
And when I left
that was a dope show.
Yeah, that was a really good show. Outside there was like 5 people. I mean, I took pictures all throughout the night, but after the show, it was like after I signed the T-shirt for y'all and we talked for a while. After the show, I don't know where y'all went, but I went through
I think
the
we
front.
had to dip because you
Yeah.
guys pulled into the alleyway and we couldn't park there.
Yeah.
We had to dip. We were getting
I
kicked out.
went up the front door just to get because it was hot in there.
Yeah, it was
There
really hot in there.
2
Holy
guys
shit.
in Bulls jerseys and 2 girls waiting out front. They were waiting. And
Yeah.
they wait out there to take a picture of me next. They wait for 45 minutes after the show
Wow.
just to try to
Christ.
find us after the show.
oh wow.
Oh my
And
god.
I was just like, okay, this must be something serious. You wait 45 minutes for Gutt.
Forgot.
You know what I'm saying? I must be doing something right.
Yeah, right.
2 hours away too. You know what I mean?
Oh, true.
That was like the moment where I'm like, okay, like I'm doing something serious now.
So I kind of want to ask for somebody who might be wanting to try and start up a show. What is kind of the process from like startup to spotlight? Like getting that foot in the door with a venue, like.
Okay, yeah. No, I got you. Can we just say like in their own town? Can we just
Yeah. Give us just some
I would
tips
I would try to do all ages if possible. I know it's hard because a lot of venues don't do all ages shows, and it's a whole hassle, but it makes it a lot easier because a lot of people who, it's not even like, oh, I want 16, 17. A lot of 19, 20-year-olds want to go to shows and want to go to these things, and they're just like barely missed the curve. It's not like they're young. Even if you do like 18+ show, just because I feel like the amount of people you can bring to shows just goes up so much when you have that.
100%.
So a lot of people when they get older, like 22, 23, 21, they have so much going on in their own life. It's not like they don't support the music, listen to music, but sometimes they can't go to shows. They got so much other stuff going on in their life already. So that's what I would suggest. I would suggest not necessarily selling slots to artists off rip, especially if you're a new promoter because you don't have any credibility. No one knows you are. It's more or less like tell the artist, okay, let's just say, this is general numbers, let's say every artist has sold 10 tickets, right? Just have them, tell them to pay for like, give them 20 tickets, tell them pay for 10, pay $100, $10 a pop, and then you give them the 10 extra tickets they can sell and make some money, just so you have guaranteed people in the door, because no artist ever going to do a show for you if they do a show with you and there's 15 people sitting in the back of the bar sipping a drink and that's all there is. Yeah. You want to make sure artists go to a show and they actually, it's worth them doing the show. And the thing is, a lot of these artists can bring a lot more people to shows, but they just post a flyer 3 times their story, and that's all they do. When you actually have tickets in your hand, you have to sell them to make, and you have, if I sell these, I make money. People are a lot more motivated to do that.
That's true.
If it's your first show, you can't be out here like, oh yeah, bro, like, I don't need this. Like, try to have more artists than maybe you feel like you should. My shows I have 5 to 7 artists on them, generally. Maybe for your first show, have maybe 10, make them quicker sets, just so you have more people, so you get more people at the door and get your name out there more. I was kind of fortunate when I started doing shows that I was already kind of a well-known person already, because I used to do parties before shows, and I did a lot of other stuff when I was younger, so it was a little easier for me to do it. But this is for people that maybe don't have as big as following. That's how I would do it.
Okay.
Because obviously,
I think that's pretty good.
Be social too. It's hard. Being a promoter, you have to be someone who's outgoing and kind of talks to people and knows people, because otherwise it's just, you can't be that quiet dude in the back of the class who never talked at all and like all of a sudden just wants to do a show and people are like, wait, buddy was in my class this whole time and you didn't know who he was. You know what I mean?
Obviously, I totally understand that.
You feel me? Not a lot of people are going to be at the shows then. And also another thing, when you get into more shows, you got to change up the venues, change up the artists, because if you do the same stuff over and over again, it's going to get stale.
Oh, of course. I totally understand that.
But yeah.
That's all you got for that question? Okay.
That's good. That
was a great answer. Yeah. You also have a show that you're hosting on the 25th in Oshkosh.
Yes, sir.
Can you care to explain what the Rap Royale is to everybody?
Yeah, it's a concept I made years ago, actually, but this is the first time I'm actually doing it. But yeah, the Rap Royale is on February 25th. 15 artists are all competing for prizes. Basically, all 15 artists perform 2 songs, and it's going to be quick sets, like in, out, in, out. Not trying to do them bogus, but being as there's 15 artists, we want to kind of make it quick because, obviously, after a while, the crowd's there. If it's a really long show, they're going to be like, oh, Jesus,
yeah, right.
Oh, my God, like, there's the 9th artist. Jesus, Lord, what time is it? What time is it? So we want to make it quick.
Take all the clocks down
so,
and cover the windows.
First song, I got my DJ Sean, shout out to him. We got him doing it, and after that first song, kind of, all right, next one, boom. Like, as much as I want the people to talk to people, we have too many people to do that. Like I said, I normally have 5 to 7 artists. After the 15 artists perform, I have 3 judges. Garke is one of them, by the way. Garke, Wild Child, my homie Pt.2. He's the 3 judges.
I can't wait. Pt.2 is going to be up there?
Yeah.
I thought, did you tell me that?
Yeah,
I think you told me that. Okay, never mind. For some reason, I thought somebody told me that it was going to be Wayne.
Wayne might pop out, but I don't think he's going to do judging.
Okay.
We're figuring out. He's real busy right now. So them 3 basically are going to essentially pick the 5 artists out of the 15, and how you decide the artist is by their physical performance and crowd interaction, basically, is the 2 biggest factors. If it gets down to it, maybe we'll figure it out, because obviously there's going to be, I'm not expecting to just be 5 artists that have good sets, so probably be at least 9. And if some people get left out, it is what it is. Like, nothing against you, you know what I mean? It's obviously at the end of the day, I tell all the artists to look at this as a network opportunity, an opportunity to gain stuff. Of course. Not, this is, I got to win this. Obviously, you want to win, try to win, but, only one person going to win. And, basically, then 5 artists out of the 15 get selected to move on, and then those 5 artists all do 1 song. So if you are in the final 5, you told 3 songs, then out of there, we select 3 artists. Those are the ones that win the prize of the 3rd, 2nd, 1st place. The 1st place gets a Media Plug music video, which that's the big part.
That is a big
That's
one,
the big one because his music
It's
video.
like $700.
Yeah, you know that's good quality. 3 Wild Child beats, which Wild Child's a goat. 3 Alex Craig beats. A lot of people don't know Alex Craig. He's my main engineer. He's not a social person. He doesn't like to talk a lot. Not like he's awkward. He just doesn't not a big social media guy. So he makes really good beats too. And then Sean's making 3 covers. And then we got an exclusive CWHipHop interview.
Yes,
So
sir. Yes.
that's the first prize. And then I don't need to go over the second, third prize, but just imagine some similar stuff, just less quantities.
Yeah, like 2 beats for second place,
Oh,
and
okay,
1 beat
alright,
for third
alright,
place.
I'll just go over it at this
and
point.
then 1 cover.
Second, the
yeah.
second place is 2 Child beats. I'll just run through 2 Child beats, 2 Craig beats, 2 Sean covers, and then the third place is 1 Craig beat, 1 Child beat,
What's up, kid?
1 Sean cover. Child beats, Child stuff though. That's the big part about it. Like
Yeah.
Child's the one who's
Those
really
are-
plugging you.
Those
Yeah.
beats are, he's on another level.
That's all I'm saying. Like the Media Plug video, obviously is the big crown of everything, but obviously everything else with it's big too.
Yeah, I feel you in that. So what's your favorite part about hosting shows?
Obviously, I like the pre-music a lot. I'm not gonna lie. Of like, like we play FBG Duck or for whatever artist you want to name off, Lil Wayne, Juice WRLD, whoever. Obviously, I like that because I like to grab the mic and I like to pump up the crowd. I've always
course.
done that since
Hype
I
man
started.
got over here.
I've always been a hype man. I've always done that, and I know how to engage a crowd. I know how to get people going.
Yep.
I like to do a lot of
Gets the
chants.
people going.
I like to do a lot of chants to get people going, obviously. But then, one of my artists I know, the ones I actually know I know songs they perform, I obviously turn up a lot, and that makes me happy. So
Yeah.
that obviously, I've never had a show flop. I've always had really good tents for shows, and that's I pride myself in because I've never experienced it. Nothing be worse to look at your crowd. There's like 5 people in the back sitting there scrolling their phones. You're just like, yeah, I gotta do this. I've never had that before. I've always had good amount of people
Good
in the
shit.
shows, especially.
You always have good energy with your artists too. So
Yeah, that's the thing.
helps.
I really tell them, especially if people don't know you gotta have a good performance. That's the way to gain fans. Because if you just sit there and do a half-ass performance, people are gonna be like, I don't care about
Not
Buddy.
gonna
I
remember
don't
you.
care about Buddy up there.
Facts.
But if you give good energy, what I mean, people gonna
100%.
That's how you gain fans. Obviously, there'll be people who already know your music there too. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Definitely, grabbing the mic and turning up the crowd is definitely my favorite part of it. Because everyone is like, all right, Gut, you know what to do. I'm like, all right, I got you.
He's just up there. All right, guys. BSE. BSE.
Yeah. I do that, and I'll grab I always play "Take a Step Back" by X. I always get people going every single time.
Yeah.
I got certain songs, and then I think it's cool when it'll be a song like a rapper. I know I'm probably the only one who knows the crowd, but I'm playing the music and turn up and rapping, and people are like moshing, hitting people. I'm like, I know you don't know this song, but I'm giving that much energy. I'll like it.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking
I try to
about.
pride myself in stuff like that because it makes it a lot easier the whole show to flow when someone's pumping up the crowd and getting people ready. So like the Rap Royale, we had a lot of discussions of what exactly we want to do. If we want to have one of my artists perform, turn up the crowd, I'm just gonna jump on the mic and play music and get people. We're still figuring out. We might not know to the day of.
Throw some Logic on. I'll do some raps on stage. I'll jump up on stage and rap a little bit. And
I'm
go
not
hard.
doing 18.
I'm not a big Logic guy.
But I'm a big Logic guy though. Come on, man.
I can't do it. Can't fold. But
Just because you don't listen to it, I'm gonna give out. I'm gonna get up on stage and I'm gonna give you my energy, and then you'll enjoy it, right? Just like the crowd.
Yeah.
Exactly.
that.
There's no
So
Logic in the place.
you already. God damn it. So you already told us your favorite. What was it? Jim's music? You said.
Yeah, that's probably my. I mean,
That
I
was
have
your
lots.
favorite-
I have
favorite
lots
one?
of shows,
But what is like your favorite venue to host a show at? Other than what? Not your favorite place, but your favorite venue to host a show at.
my favorite venue? I mean, Jim's music was kind of cool.
You're gonna use your. Okay, fine. He's gonna use
But
your-
I'll say something else just because I like the Algoma Club, the
one we're going to.
the Rap Royale. I've done 2 shows before this.
Okay.
I really like it in the sense of like professional because I've done a lot of like. Okay, you wouldn't expect a rap show. I do pride myself in finding a venue no one else has ever used before, or something just out the cut because I like doing stuff like that. But in the sense of like, oh, this is a quality venue. This is a really good venue. So
of
this
course.
This one's good.
Well, I'm good. I'm glad to hear that.
For a
I've
Rap
never heard of the
Royale,
Algoma Club.
for the Rap Royale, I couldn't just throw something. As much I love doing just throwing stuff together at these spots. People are like, bro, I didn't know that mute shows here. I think, yeah, I told y'all.
Like the 414 takeover.
Yeah, that sounds fun though.
We went to like a Rockstar Saloon bar.
Oh, dude, yeah,
beforehand. It was
like
right down the street.
Yeah.
It was really like it reminded us of a hometown Weston bar. It was a real Wisconsin bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that one, like you know what I mean? That you gotta know where you're going to find where we had those shows at.
Oh yeah, exactly.
And it's like a door, and then you see Tony on a list looking out the door, like, and then all of a sudden you look in, and then there's a big ass speaker people before him and turn up, and it's like, oh, this is where it is. I'm like, yeah, I like throwing stuff different. You know, I like it. I also like, you know, literally, there's not even necessarily a stage. We just jump in the crowd and turn up with the crowd, and people go nuts and stuff like that. People like that more than like. I tell people all the time. People are like, oh, when are you doing another show at the show? What's that place called? I can't remember Muse 33. There we go. I can't remember, but people will always be like, oh, when are you doing their show there? I'm like, oh, y'all like that song.
You like that song? I'm sure that's. I think there was a guitar or something broke from there.
Yeah,
that was
a good time.
That was interesting.
But yeah, I actually I'm gonna throw something there soon, just for fun soon.
Okay,
do it.
I'm down. Let's do it.
Yeah, got to.
So, do you have like a life motto, something you live by, like either YOLO or like chase your dreams, something like that?
I wouldn't say I have a life motto. I just say, you know, be yourself, because the self always going to come out at some point. So, you know, people front and acting different for females, or acting different around certain people, like, oh, I got to act like this when I'm around these people, or act like this around these people. Like, you realize if you kick at them more than a week, your real true self's going to come. Like, people will always try to act different to be a female. Oh, like, act like, oh, this, and then the next week, you know what I'm saying, you act totally the same you always were. You know, so, I got to Philip, my boy, the man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that's Sage's girl.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, I like all the comments I got in there, but I like that. We don't get my actual name much in the comment section. But yeah, that would be, you know, that's what I would say about that.
Yeah, just be yourself. I like that.
Because, like, I try to be myself all the time. I mean, obviously, you know, in certain situations when you're on, like, okay, you meet someone's parents, like, obviously you're not going to be up there acting a fool. That's the way you are. But, like, don't act a certain way just to try to, you know, I don't know. That's fake energy. Gut don't like fake energy.
Oh, of course, I understand that.
Yeah, we don't. That
So,
ain't my thing.
In your eyes, who is the best Packer player to ever play?
Probably Reggie White.
Oh, that's good. I like that answer. Okay.
I mean, you can always say Aaron Rodgers.
I would say
you want to
Brett
say
Favre,
safe.
to be honest with you.
If you want to say safe answer, Aaron Rodgers, just because.
Just say, yeah, that's a
But
safe
like
answer.
Reggie White, I'd say.
Okay.
Reggie White's goated. That man was unstoppable.
In our last interview, you talked about becoming mayor in Green Bay. How's that process?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah!
that was one of my
Blaze
questions.
don't even know about that. I'm working on my papers to run for mayor.
All right, when?
2023. That's when I can run.
Oh god.
That's what I said when you first mentioned it. I was like, what?
Is there an election 2023, or that's when?
That's when I can start the process and start working towards the election of 2023. I started looking into paperwork. I started.
Got a campaign filled out and everything?
I've been starting to work on all that. I'm
Okay.
starting to fill out even the staff a little bit to run for that, and I'm just doing a lot of research on how much.
Graphic design, I got you, bro.
Yep. I've looked at how many votes the prior people have gotten for mayor. Just doing my homework, kind of realizing, seeing what they do. I would be the youngest person to ever run.
That'd be badass.
So I'm ready for the challenge.
That'd
That
be
is
badass.
something I'm
That's
definitely.
good publicity right there.
I'm glad to hear that you're still doing that, because I was kind of worried, like, oh, it was kind of a thing, and like you just moved on from it with all the other artists you're managing. But I'm glad you're still running.
It was like the first thing he brought up when he was like, hey, we gotta do a Gut Part 2. Ask me about the mayor.
Bro, I'm ready, bro. I'm really like people. Every time I bring it up, oh yeah, I'm running for mayor. I'm planning to run for mayor. They're like, no, you're not. Gus.
No, you're not.
I'm like, yeah, y'all said that about other things I did.
Don't
And
count
what
that
happened?
out. He's gonna do it. He says
Yeah,
he's gonna do it.
I'm at least try.
I mean, hey, he got the athlete.
Yeah, I got Dez. I did that. I mean, how many people can say they represent someone who caught a pass from Aaron Rodgers?
A lot of people probably.
Yeah, a lot of people can say that. So, like, how crazy would it be to say, at least I'm going to run for mayor. At least try. Because I feel like
you only fail if you don't try.
Right. And at the end of the day, you know, if I feel like it's not the move when I get deeper into it, you know, I can say, it wasn't for me. But, you know, if I'm
I mean, if you're mayor, like, if you are literally mayor, you can't just, like, be like, oh,
no,
for me, and
I'm
just
not,
give up as
I'm
mayor.
not saying I win. If I win, I can't. But I'm saying in the middle of the process, you know, if I'm starting to really go for it, and I'm like, you know, damn, this is work. That didn't be. I can't handle this, you know, then I'll dip out it. You know, I've done so many things that people wouldn't imagine I could do. And I'm not even trying to brag, you know, for the people I've met, the things I've done. the artists I've managed, the shows I put together in so many cities, to now representing Dez, I don't see this being something that's unattainable.
Oh, definitely not.
Of course not. Yeah.
Everything I've tried, at least pursued, I've at least made it deep into, or I feel like I've done really well. So
but you put the work in. You
It
put
sounds
the
like you're
time in.
doing
You
the
put
homework for it.
the homework in.
Yeah,
You've done your
and
research.
I'm really researching it hard because, like,
The power.
I obviously don't want to, like, not... I obviously don't want to just look into it and then be something where I'm like, yeah, this ain't it.
Of course. I totally understand that.
I mean, a lot of people think I'm kidding. Like, people think it's a joke. Like, I'm just going to keep saying this, but, like...
I really don't think you're joking anymore. I really don't.
The first
no,
time
the
I heard
first
it
time
come
you
out
said
of your
it, I
mouth, I
definitely
was
thought it
like,
was a joke,
he's
yeah.
bullshitting
Listening
himself
back to the episode, I was like, I gotta ask because
That's
I'm curious,
cat.
and I'm glad I got that answer. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when part 3 happens...
Part 3,
And
you
then
know,
part...
Yeah, and
Well,
Mayor, we'll have Mayor Gutt on here for part 3.
Then in
Oh my God! If we
Wait,
have,
do we gotta be a political
It's like
podcast
it's like a
then?
Nardwar episode of
Oh,
Nardwar.
yeah.
And Nardwar used to do prime ministers and presidents.
No
and
way,
stuff
really?
Like that.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
Oh, I
One
did
of his
not know.
first
Wait,
ever ones was
was
like prime minister interview.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of yeah. But that's off topic. Another question I have is: do you still have plans to tour Wisconsin?
Yeah, the BSC tour actually was pretty much locked in, the dates, the venues, everything. When Rona that second sweep kind of recently,
Yeah.
kind of got whacked.
You were gonna have Landon Cube at the Miramar,
Yeah, oh,
dude.
God.
Oh,
why
my
you talk
God.
about that?
Because it
Why you
hurts
gotta
me
bring
to
that?
this day.
A lot of people.
I was excited for that, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I was excited too. Yeah, when you got Land Cube's manager reaching out to you about having your artists open up, and then that got whacked by COVID. But you know, it's not like this won't be the only
It
opportunity.
rescheduled though, right?
Well, we're hoping.
We're hoping.
We haven't heard nothing officially,
Alright,
but all I know is there's another thing I added to my resume of things I've accomplished. I had Landon Cube's management reach out to me to have my artists open up, so that's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
That's another cool thing.
That's
to say.
badass.
But yeah, that was a big thing too. When that happened, I wanted to add that's kind of a date to the tour. Like, oh, here's another date. Pull up to this. So I am rescheduling. I'm working all out. I'm kind of right now. It's a little being pushed back because I'm like, we kind of have. Monte has a project coming out called Family.
Okay.
And on this project, it's anyone that he feels like is family to him is all putting a verse on it. And we're also working on a BSE mixtape. We kind of just started working on that. So I think we're going to kind of correlate those two projects into the tour a little bit.
Okay.
I like that.
And, you know, I got other things that I can't release on there, but y'all know I got some other little things with certain songs
Ah,
and
interesting.
stuff like that. I'm
Stomp
working
that
on.
pussy out.
You're leaking.
I can edit out.
Yeah, but yeah, I got stuff like I got stuff like that. So I got some stuff coming that, you know, like I could hit up these venues and have the tour be next month, and we could do it, and people come and it'd be cool. But I want to maximize and make it the best I can, and make it where we have projects so people can, you know, oh hey, y'all check out this project, check this out, do this. I want the best quality for when I do it. I mean, I'll have shows in between all the time. I'm planning on having assuming everything this rap rail goes smooth like I want to, and I think it will. I'm planning on having a bunch more of them in all different cities, and probably the same city too, just because I do like the venue a lot.
Fuck yeah.
And I had so many artists hit me up wanting on it, and I was only planning on 10 at first, then it was 12, and I'm like, all right, 15's enough. I can't do another one. So after I have so many artists who want in, and I want to repeat some of these artists, because some of these artists are really good. And
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea to
I don't-
do multiple of them.
And I don't mind having some of the same artists. I don't mind if 10 and 15 are the same and it's 5 new ones. Obviously, I don't mind having all 15 new ones either. It's just all about who's serious about it, who really wants it. And obviously, I know some artists are going to be like, oh, I want to do another this. I loved it. And some are going to be like, it's not for me. I mean, we've had artists, and I'm not going to say who, but we've had artists have shows with me, and after that show, they're like, yeah, I'm done doing shows. Like, this, you know, some people can't keep up with some other artists when, you know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
you know, some people, after they do the show, some people might be like, well, maybe this is not for me. And some people will be like, oh, this is why I want to do 100%. I need to do more of these.
I definitely, I think a concert is a turning point. in
It's definitely a very
artist's
good
career, whether you're in it or not.
for that
Yeah.
character development.
I mean, y'all have seen it, you know, maybe some other shows that, you know, happen.
Unfortunately, we lost somebody after the 414 takeover.
Yeah, we lost one artist. That I love Buddy, but, you know, he couldn't keep up with the big dogs. It is
Yeah.
what it is. No
Shit
shade.
happens. No, shit
shade.
happens. Yeah.
You know?
So I always see you at the casino on your Snapchat.
Oh, God.
Are you addicted to gambling, or are you there to flip some cash?
Both.
Okay.
I mean, that's a
fair
right
answer.
answer, I
What's
guess.
your favorite game to play?
No, I'm not addicted. I thought I was a little bit, but I'm not.
You enjoy it.
I mean, like, I started getting a little feelings, but then I was like, I just stopped going for a month, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm straight. If I can up and stop something, if I want
Okay,
to,
yeah.
then yeah. It was obviously, I like sports gambling. That was the main thing I did. Betting
Okay.
on games because that's, you can actually do that. Only casino in Wisconsin you can do it at is in the Green Bay. It's the only one in the entire
Oh,
state.
okay, nice.
So obviously,
That's kinda
I only live like 10 minutes away from it. So,
So it's real
How
easy
convenient.
access.
Yeah.
How convenient.
so I find myself, I was getting sick a little bit. And that's
wow.
that was like 3-4 days. I'm like looking at the
When they start
lines.
saying, "Hey, welcome back, Gutt," then
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's real life. When,
Oh.
when people are like, "Oh, hey, how you doing, buddy?" I'm like, "Oh, what's up?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I saw you here the last 2 days." I'm like, "Oh God, really?
Was
Did
I
you?
really? Yeah.
Was I really here the last 2 days?" But I mean, there's also slot machines I play on. I don't want to reveal them because I don't want people touching them.
Ah,
But,
I like the third one from the corner in the left hand
I have
side.
theories on how to win. Let's just put it like this. Probably out of the God knows how many times I've been there, because I stopped posting my story because people kept slamming, "Gutt, you have a problem. Gutt, we're concerned. Gutt." I'm like, I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm not
His
posting.
mom's calling you.
I'm like, all right, I'm not posting my story no more. I'm sick of people calling about this. This is getting out of control. So I just start going and not posting it no more.
That is so
But-
fucking funny.
It was
People are setting up interventions for him and shit.
like it was getting bad to it. People would be like, literally, like, "Bro, like, you have a problem?" Like, "Nah, bro, I'm straight."
I'm
What do you mean-
straight.
What do you mean?
Do you do
That's
like
every
table games,
fiend.
like
No,
no,
I
none
don't.
of those.
I would like to, but if I don't know what I'm doing, it's kind of pointless.
That's true.
I'm kind of asking to lose at that point, alright?
Just
No,
take
that
my
is-
money.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, and then I have like certain slot machines, but I've only walked out there not making a profit like 3 times, and most of my
Okay.
profit is $100 or more.
Okay.
So like it's not like I'm taking L's. I think people realize that, or I won't be keep going over and
Keep
over.
winning
And over.
too much, you're gonna
course,
get banned.
Obviously, the sports
Counting
gambling,
cards or something.
sports is hit and miss. I do, but like
Of course.
machines wise, I've taken dubs. But the last 2 times I went were the 2 of the 3 times I was talking about that I took an L.
I don't know if we talked about this on air, but what about the Super Bowl? Which way did you lean?
Oh, did you gamble on Super Bowl?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay.
I actually, after the Packers lost, that's kind of when I stopped going to casino.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because I was kind of just like, okay, like, this is dead.
This is dead. His
Uh,
one
so
team's
more
out.
fun.
All right, fuck it.
This is dead. Like, I thought about betting, but also the thing is a lot of teams, like, I like bet if I see an upset I really like where I can make a lot of money, because, like, NFL is not something you want to bet on a lot because you never know what could happen in any game. The NFL is one of those sports where, like, yeah, like, literally the way these teams play, they only play so many games, like, any team can win. Like, I've seen, like, I bet on the Chargers-Texans game. This is a perfect example. I bet a lot of money on it because I had my parlays going and I hit in every game, and the Texans beat the Chargers. I never thought that would happen, and I lost quite a bit of money because of that. And, like, if they would have won, I would have won a lot of money because I had a long parlay. And after that, I'm like, okay, the Texans have won. I think at that point it was like 2 games that season. And they beat the Chargers on a verge at that point to make the playoffs. I'm like, okay, like, this ain't something you can just bet on. Like, you got to walk in. When you do NFL bets, you have to realize, like, yeah, I could definitely lose.
It is.
You just have to,
Oh,
be, able
yeah.
to, you just have to be able to accept
Of
it.
course, yeah.
For sure,
It's
yeah,
a gamble.
it's a-
College, if you
No,
want to
sure,
bet on
yeah.
something and you feel safe, college basketball is the safest thing you can bet on.
Why do you say that?
I think college sports are different because I feel like, and I don't like to bet in the NBA or anything like that because I feel like there's so many games, a lot of players, load management, they take games off, they don't care as much. College, like, it's just something about college atmosphere. They care so much about every single game. And
They really do, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't. It doesn't really tie into like betting for it, but like in college football, just per se, they put more into the game, like
Yeah.
more of themselves, more of their energy.
And I think the
more
NFL
heart
they
into
do
it.
too. So it's not even that. It's just more like the MLB, the NBA. There's so many games, and there's so many times where they sit players out because there's so many games. They realize that there's so much that they can. I don't really like to bet in the NBA and MLB because of that. But like
Okay.
college, I do bet in college basketball. It's easy too because there's so many powerhouse teams when they play these little teams. Like, you know, the powerhouse teams can beat them up. So like you can just do a parlay of a lot of these easy games and put them all together, and you can make decent money off of that too. But yeah,
Okay,
that's just tips by Gutt for gambling.
Tips by Gutt for gambling. Don't gamble, kids.
Yeah, just don't gamble. It's
Just
easy.
don't gamble. Just keep. Yeah, you might as well. Yeah. Unless you
Promote your
know,
music
unless you
if
know
you
your
do.
odds are
Promote
like
your money,
better
yeah.
than 70%.
You just gotta know what you're getting
like,
into, and then I
yeah.
say always walking into wherever you're gonna bet or whatever bet you set, you have to look. Hey, if I lose this,
You know
money,
you have to know lose it. You're gonna lose it or you can't lose it.
Well, you have to be like, oh, if I lose this money, I'm straight.
Yeah.
You can't walk in and be like, ugh,
You have to
if
be
I
like-
don't win, this electric bill ain't getting paid for.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I got a homie. I won't say his name. So I got a story quick. I got a homie. I won't say his name.
Alright.
But basically he had $100 his name. $100, that was it.
Okay.
Right? He said, God, I know you know, I was gambling, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. I took him to my machine. I can't say machine. Can't give all my tricks.
Of course.
I said, put the $100 in and do $20 max bet each bet. Put $20 in first bet. Loss. Second bet. Loss. He's about to be like, I'm down $4. I'm like, you got to keep pulling these. And you got to be willing to take all 5 of these. He does a third $20 bet. It goes, it spins, he won $781.
Wow.
I said, pull that out and leave.
There you go.
Yeah, facts. Quit while you're ahead.
And yeah, so,
Right out the door.
I mean, he only had $100 name, and he trusted me, and he won $781. So, you know, it's possible. I'm pretty good at it, but, like, that's the thing you have to realize, like, he could have lost all 100 and he had no money. He would have been down bad.
Now there's Gutt next to him telling him how to gamble. Like,
He's going to start a service. Gutt's going to start a service where he brings people to his machine. And it's like, all right, you can pay me 40% of your winnings, and I'll teach you how to use this machine.
Hey, Prizm, write that down.
That'd be so fucking funny,
Write that down.
dude.
I need to.
Oh my god, another business adventure for Gutt. He's going to be mayor doing it. He's going to have his own machine.
Bro, that's gonna be sick.
Manager, mayor, professional gambler.
I'm definitely getting locked up for that somehow. Somehow I'm getting locked
Somehow
up.
they're
Figure
gonna
it
find
out.
something.
They're gonna find some way to lock me up for that.
Oh,
one.
Or you cancel,
God.
that's how you do it.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna cancel this so I can make some money while I do it. But no, yeah, I mean that's a story where it worked, but like this story could have went a lot worse if I said, yeah, buddy gambled all of it, won nothing, now he's out $100.
Of course, yeah.
I told him, I'm like, bro, we can do this, but I'm like, me personally, I wouldn't advise your last $100. Yeah, let's go hit the casino. Come on, let's do it. But like, hey, he trusted me and it worked in his favor, so I'll give him that.
You got any more questions, people?
I am actually out.
Okay.
I was going to
I
kind
got
of
a
go off the
few more
cusp, but
things.
yeah, if you got a few, I was going to
I know Prizm got a couple too.
Oh, he does. He's not prepared. He doesn't prepare for these.
He's here for support.
I just got a few more, and I asked a few closest people to you, like a few friends, a few homies
Jesus
of yours,
Christ.
for some stories or some questions of you or for you.
This is where the leg might come in.
Couple of them, didn't give me much to work with. They're being a bit stubborn, maybe not
Reserved.
wanting to give out anything.
Well, that's
Those
what
I'm
real
not
homies.
entirely sure. Yeah, exactly. Because I don't know what was going on there, but maybe they were just busy. You never know.
that or they just didn't want to.
But I had Cully
They didn't want to
here.
leak.
Yeah.
I had Cully here in front of me, so he didn't have a choice.
Oh yeah, you got some out of him.
I got a couple things on it, Cully. First one, so you are sober. I think we've talked about that in the first one.
Yeah,
You're sober.
I
you
can
don't
get into
drink
that
or
quick.
smoke.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
never drank or never smoked and never hit a vape and never drink coffee in my life. No.
Oh, and coffee.
Even
I
coffee.
actually didn't know that.
How do you live life?
Man,
I don't drink coffee.
But it's
I
funny
don't
I
like
say
coffee.
it's funny I say all that because I've drank Red Bull before, and
I
I
mean,
actually like
okay.
Red Bull. So
So
like
caffeine
so
sweet
coffee,
Bull?
Red Bull, like it's kind of the same. I don't drink a lot of them, but I have same shit, different dollars.
I got you.
Yeah.
So since you're sober, you told your group BSC that you would only partake in getting drunk or high once one of them gets a plaque. Now, who do you think is going to get that plaque first?
Probably Nexus.
Yeah.
I think Monte has the talent because I always talk about how talented Monte is and how he can do it. Just Nexus has, I don't know what it is, but Nexus has a cult following. Like people will like sit on their hands and knees and say, "Please drop Nexus, please." And be like, "Nah, I'm straight."
Nah, straight.
Gotta wait.
And then you can wait. And then he'll drop something. People be like, "Finally, yes." Like I don't know what it is,
I
man.
understand that.
Something
Okay.
about Nexus literally just like it's. I don't know what it is. Like he's definitely talented. It's not like I'm taking away from him.
Of
But
course.
I'm just like y'all have jobs. Y'all really wait this long for this. Like y'all really want this drop this bad. Like go listen to some Young Boy or something. He'll get you by. But like,
Yeah,
hey,
yeah.
I appreciate it. So Nexus, yeah. If Nexus can just full send, just go. Yeah, Nexus for sure.
Okay.
And obviously anyone else in the brand could. Everyone else is talented enough to do it. You know, everyone has the ability. I just personally believe Nexus has the best chance.
How long do you think it's going to take?
I
If
think
you
it could be
give an
tomorrow.
estimate. It definitely could be. Okay. Yeah.
It's the mindset to have.
Well, no, it's honest too. I'm not even saying it just to say.
I totally understand.
No, I
just didn't expect that answer. I guess.
I thought it would already happen.
Okay. Yeah.
Like for
I mean,
real. Like once
He's got some amazing songs.
once you
like,
look in the
yeah.
comment sections and you look at videos and you get 12K on YouTube and you have 500 people, you have more people commenting on his video than people are getting plays in their songs. That's no disrespect to anyone. I'm just being real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Numbers.
Like, yeah,
I mean,
and
that
like
numbers
when
a
you
lot.
got, he had over on Spotify alone, hardly dropped me, had over 100,000 streams last year. You know what I mean? So like, yeah, I already expected to be honest with you, and so I think it could happen tomorrow, it could happen next week, it could happen next month.
Okay.
So it's not about when, it's not about if, it's just when.
Okay. Sounds good. Cully also said that you don't like to record music often, or like having people in the room hearing you recording music. But he had a chance to sit in on you making something for Saya 6 times. What did you make, and why don't you like people having around you record?
I wouldn't say I don't like people being around. I just feel like it's a thing where, like, it's not about me. So, like, I don't want to be like, oh, Gutt, make me a hook. Gutt, do this. Gutt, do that. The music stuff. I used to make music all the time. So I just kind of stopped because I feel like I can't rap, manage, do everything all at the same time. But, yeah, Cully was in the room. I don't even know how it happened, but he was there when I recorded it. Yeah, I did make an open for Saya. I mean, he asked me to, and I did it. I don't even, the crazy thing is the open for Saya, I don't even think it's going for Saya anymore. It's going to someone else. But I'm going to make him another one. But, yeah, if I could, I would rather rap than do a lot of this stuff. It's just not something I'm going to pursue because it's not what I'm here for.
Yeah.
So I do make music to this day. I just don't drop it. I just do it for fun.
Is there any Gutt music out on the internet somewhere?
No, that's all.
No? You all took it all down?
Yeah, it's all down.
Okay.
The people got some, so you just got to find it.
Okay. I can find things if I need to.
You don't
you can. If you really put effort in, you can find something.
Okay.
That hard.
And then Monte told us that there was a time where he had a show lined up for him, but when he arrived in Appleton, they didn't let him in because he was underage, even though he was booked for the show. Can you tell us about that?
Oh my God, that was funny. This venue reached out to us. We didn't reach out to them. I don't really reach out to venues. But I have Monte in a show. We get to the show, and the security's like, he's not 21. I'm like, yeah, I know. He's like, he can't perform. I'm like, y'all booked him. Like, we didn't book him, you booked him. He's like, yeah, well, like, I'm security here. Like, I run this, and he can't get it. I'm like, all right, well, fine. We'll leave. You the one that set it up. We ain't, we'll take the bag and dip then. And we left.
I mean, that's how it goes.
And I bet those people that were waiting in that crowd felt sorry because they're like, where's Monte? You know what I mean? It wasn't just Monte in the show. There was ours too, but hey, man, I don't know what to say. I mean, thanks, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, didn't have to do much other than drive, right?
But yeah, I mean, it was one of those moments where I was definitely a little irritated.
Well, of course.
But, like, it was kind of funny.
Something to look back on and laugh.
Talking about getting irritated, though, I was told that you went to a Black Youngsta show in Chicago, and apparently the parking garage guy was a Bears fan and was shouting at you and giving you shit while you parked your Packers van.
Packers van?
Wow, that is random. That is really random.
Monte told me that one, too.
I don't even remember that. I remember the Black Youngster concert because I got, like, 7 or 8 free tickets for it.
Oh,
because I knew the person that put it together. Did I say something back to him?
I wasn't told anything. I assume you probably did.
I do have a question. What about this Packer van? Do you still have it?
Yeah, we still got it.
I'll
take a picture of it.
Is it like a minivan type thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like we call it our Sprinter van. Yeah, it was me. So this is a squad. It was Tony driving.
Of course.
Yep, Tony driving. It was my boy Alarme. He was in the comment section earlier.
Okay.
It was me, Monte, Saya. He was Cy Bands at the time.
Cy Bands, yeah.
My friend Hayden and then Garrett, who lives in Nashville. We all went down to Chicago to the Black Youngster concert, and we had it's a minivan. It's got Packer stickers all over it and Packer stuff all over the minivan. I don't remember this guy doing it, but it definitely sounds like it was Chicago, and I probably said some shit. I don't even remember what I said, probably. I probably said something I probably shouldn't have said. That's probably as far as it went. It must have been something. Monte remembers it.
Monte does remember, yeah. He put a dying laughing emoji next to it when he told me, so I don't know. Something funny must have happened.
Yeah.
He was holding out on me. Like I said, they've been holding out on me.
Yeah, I always tell them don't leak stuff about me. So I kind of, yeah.
You killed me on that one then. I
didn't even know you asked them, though. I didn't even know.
Monte told me there was a time where you almost caught a fade with somebody at Funset Boulevard. Tell me about this time.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. Okay.
Funset Boulevard, for those that don't know, I'm pretty sure it's like an arcade place, right? You play games and shit there?
Yeah, this is a true story. I know the story. I don't even know how it happened. We were there for a different artist's music video. His name is GTR Goldie. Maybe y'all don't know who he is. Yeah, he does.
What's his name again?
GTR Goldie.
Okay. Let's look him up.
Yeah, so basically we were there for his music video. It was like an exclusive shoot. Me and Monte got invited. It was me, Monte, Tony was there. He's security for it. He just with us.
Yeah,
he kind of just walks around with my security, like just whatever. And it was Monte's girl at the time. Well, no, not girl at the time. Girl, still same girl.
Yeah.
Apologize, you listen to Taylor. Same girl.
Okay. Don't want to start any drama here.
No, none of that. Yeah. Gut's babysitting service still wants to be in check. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. Gut's babysitting service. Tap in. You need your kids watched. I got you.
Well, man does everything.
Taylor's gonna do
You
that.
saying I can just send him whenever?
Yeah.
You're the fucking child around here.
He's
You'd like
one
to
of the
think
group.
so.
feel me? I got you. Whatever. As long as the price tag right, I got you. But yeah, I don't know exactly what happened, but we were just there, just playing some laser tag, having a good time, just whatever. And all of a sudden, there's some dude, and all of a sudden, Monte and this dude got the beefing. Tony was like, "Oh, we gotta go. We gotta get out of here." He's like, I remember Tony said to the guy, "We're not fighting in Funset Boulevard." That's all I remember him saying.
It's a fucking like Chuck E. Cheese. Like you're
Yes.
going to WoW and get into a fight.
And literally all I
yes.
remember is, and Monte's girl is telling him to get out, and the buddy's girl is like pulling him to get him away or something like that. And I look at Monte, I'm like, so we got to beat him up or what? I'm like, we got to catch a fade here. So like at this point, I'm down. Like I'm just and Tony's like, we're leaving, and then like it was just things where people are separating each other. I just looked at Monte, like, I didn't even want to fight like that. I'm like, do we got to? I guess.
Yes.
Like if I gotta knock someone out Funset Boulevard, let's just get this done.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and yeah, it almost happened. Like, it was definitely gonna go down, but it got escalated, and I've been escalated. It got stopped, and it was one of those things where Monte's girl's like, "No, you ain't doing that. You ain't doing." Tony's like, "Oh, we're getting out of here, blah blah blah. We're not fighting in Funset Boulevard." That's all I remember. He kept saying that over and over again. But yeah,
that would be me. I'd be like, "What the fuck are we fighting?"
I want to come back. I don't want to get kicked out.
Funset Boulevard. Yeah, right.
But yeah, yes, this is a true story. I was about to fade someone in Funset Boulevard.
That is awesome.
It
Do you have
was-
any other fighting stories of that? Like, we getting any other crazy fights?
Oh God. Hey,
Oh, we're gonna be
hey,
here all
Blaze.
fucking day, aren't we?
He asked me if I've ever gotten into a crazy fight before.
I instantly think of who.
Voldemort, huh?
I was gonna say it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say Blaze's name. Just I don't talk to him. I mean, he's a cornball, but we ain't gotta get
You don't need a name.
Yeah, we ain't gotta name drop him like
Yeah, we're not
that.
gonna do that.
When I was like 15, 16, sophomore in high school, I got into a fight, and long story short, I knocked Buddy out in school, like unconscious the whole 9 yards.
Yep.
And like I actually got posted on 30-second fights. I got a world star. It was like a whole shabam.
Nice.
Yeah, it went like viral, and like it was a whole. Actually, Tony was there.
Of course, Tony's
Tony's
always there.
And
yeah.
the funny part was the principal, because it was in school.
Yeah.
Right. Like, in school, you know what I mean? Like I knocked the man out in school. You feel me? So like,
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
You
it was
said
like
5 times now.
Like it was bad. Like I had to go to court and everything. Like this
yeah.
is a whole
Oh,
shabam.
okay,
Like
yeah,
I had
yeah.
like I had battery assault. Like the whole shabam. It was not a good time for me.
Okay.
And Tony got in trouble because he apparently instigated the fight, and he had to go to the office. I think he got a ticket for it too.
Oh, no.
And I knocked Buddy out, and they dropped my $700 tickets. I think Tony got whacked of a fine, and I didn't. And I was the one who knocked the kid out.
Jesus.
I would ask
That's
if he wasn't
unfortunate.
sleeping right now.
Yeah, Tony is.
But
definitely
yeah,
sleeping
no,
on
I mean, yeah, I used to, when I was younger, I got into a lot of fights when I was younger, and they were dumb. And like, that was my problem when I was younger, is it'd be like issues that definitely didn't need to be resolved in that, but I'd be like, oh, what you want to do about it? What you gonna do about it? And that was kind of my
course,
thing. And I definitely, being as, 22 years old, I can't, be knocking people out, because, I'll go to the big house, you know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
can't
gotta
have,
be
I mean, the
careful.
only good thing about that is when you get the shirt presser out.
Yeah, I was
Maybe
gonna say, like,
you know what I'm saying? The
getting the
free
shirt
gut
on.
merch. That's the only good thing that could come out of that at that point,
All publicity is good publicity.
to an extent. But yeah, I definitely,
I love how he ends that at the end. That's
I'm glad he does.
Me too.
But no, I definitely did. But that's like, yeah, I was posting on World Star. It got like lots. It's World Star. Yeah, I mean,
It's
I
World
don't
Star,
gotta
yeah,
explain how
Exactly.
that went. I knew it was viral when at the time there was a football player in the Packers named Pt.2 Jones, who was first round draft pick in 2013, and he literally brought up that video. He's like, "Hey, I saw your tape." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "I saw you get on a fight."
Your
with
sex
World
tape.
Star." Hell no.
I saw your tape, bro.
Sus. Anyways, Buddy was like, said, "Oh, I saw your tape." I'm like, "You talking about?" Like, "I saw your fight on World Star." I'm like, "All right, if you the first round pick of the Packers, and you got millions, and you saw my fight, okay, this must be going viral. That
I agree with that.
It's crazy. You're on World Star. I don't think I've ever met somebody who actually was like
Yeah.
blown up on World Star
I
before.
used to when I first happened.
Check that off the bucket list.
The
Yeah.
funny thing is, I got taken down when I was younger because it was like I was young at that time. I
It was a
didn't.
minor thing.
Yeah, I was like, let's get this off. But like, and I wish this would happen now because I'd be capitalized on that. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I'd
Throw it
be-
in
I'd
a music
be-
video.
I'd be doing everything I could to get clout off of that. But the time I didn't want that up, so
Yeah.
It's understandable.
But yeah, that's probably the craziest one. So I mean, that's not a lot of people can say that.
Of course, yeah, not a lot of people at all. We're coming to the end of the show here.
I think, yeah.
That was
no,
a
it's
fantastic
good,
part 2.
Good part 2.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
have anything else that we missed?
Oh yeah, you can edit this out so I can think quick.
I mean, if you want to think a little, it's kind of live right now, but if you want to
Take
think,
your time. What do you got? What do you got?
Oh, hey, Corey joined. Okay. I see you, my boy. No, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I could talk about some, like, YouTube shit, but there's not much more I can think of.
Okay.
That's about it. I'll just say a couple little...
Yeah, if you want to shout something out, talk about whatever you're going. Go on. Go ahead, man.
You got the floor.
Alright, I just wanted to say, keep tapping in the Big Shark Entertainment YouTube page. We've been dropping lots of videos. Just keep running up the comments, views on that. Be on the lookout for the different tapes I was talking about earlier, the family tape by Monte. We got singles coming out like crazy out the Yin Yang. Work on a BSE tape again. BSE tour obviously coming too. Be on the lookout also for what I got going on with Dez. I really got...
Bless you.
Dog, come on now. I'm running that whole thing back.
You're trying so hard to hold it off,
I'm
man.
running that whole thing back.
No, you're not going to run that whole thing back.
I'm running
we
that
having
whole
this till
thing.
Saturday.
I'm running that whole thing back.
Oh, my.
Once again, I want all y'all to check out my YouTube videos coming out.
Kill me.
I got I'm running it back again. I want. Alright, hold up.
Sorry.
I need all y'all to check out my new YouTube drops. Bro, you're fucking me up.
I just can't. You keep curling your mouth and you're like you're about to laugh, and I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's all your fault.
I'm sorry.
I need all y'all to check in my new YouTube drops. Obviously, we've been dropping a lot of videos. Obviously, another thing is check out, for all y'all who don't know about my BSC, Young Sage, obviously is my new artist, so he's going to be dropping a lot. He's got a lot of new stuff coming out. On a side note, another one of my artists, Michael Lariano, I didn't talk about him a lot. He's really doing his thing in Appleton. I really think this kid could really, really do something serious. I know he's not part of BSC, but I'm really, really looking forward to what he's got going on. Try to stay update with what I got going with Dez. I do plan on trying to start some kind of vlog series and kind of update my people with his journey back to wherever we go, if it's a CFL, USFL, NFL, wherever we take that. And anyone who's in the area who want to go to games, the Blizzard games, just let me know. I can try to plug y'all in, or at least come to games with me. That'd be cool. You know, I'm gonna be at every single game this year, obviously, to support him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. I mean, just try to stay updated with Gutt every way you can. Hit me on Snapchat, Instagram. I'm always active. I'm always down to talk. I'm always down to help any artist. I'm always down to network. Rap Rails series is going to continue. I'm planning on doing another one probably a month or two, possibly in Oshkosh again, or different cities. So try to set up with that. I'm planning on trying to kind of update my other social medias too. I have a Guts Management Instagram also, if anyone doesn't follow that. I'm not the most active on it, but I'm planning on trying to be more active on it. Kind of just post my artists more and post my shows coming up, all my other stuff coming up, all that stuff going on. And yeah, man, I just appreciate all the support, all the people that, you know, do what we do. I appreciate CWHipHop also. You know, I have a lot of other people hit me up for interviews, you know, different podcasts in general and different people doing stuff, but I really try to limit myself what I do because I try to only associate with the best of quality. Kitty! And I always think CWHipHop do, you know, the best interviews. And, you know, obviously I
appreciate that.
You know,
I appreciate that.
And I'm, you know, I'm, you know, obviously I'm happy. I'm the most streamed interview, obviously.
Yeah,
that does make me
By a
happy.
mile,
He's got
bro.
that clout
you got
on
that
the-
unlocked for a while.
Yeah.
And obviously everyone who checked out the first one, I want y'all to check out this one. And, you know, this is a kind of a thing where, you know, I want to continue this going throughout my journey. I always try to come back here, and I want to get to the point where at some point, you know, wherever I am with this football, if it's sports, if it's music, I want to get to a point where I can fly CWHipHop, or they might be big enough they can fly themselves. It don't really matter. I don't got to do nothing. So, you know, when we have all blue check marks or whatever it may be, to, you know, talk about something.
And
And
blue check marks the next goal. That's for sure. I want that.
yeah, I am working on getting that check mark, but that's not something you can just get, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's facts. That's facts.
So yeah, I just wanted to say, you know, I appreciate y'all. You know, I never said that, you know, because
You say it to me like every day. Don't lie. Don't lie.
yeah, but you know what I mean, because there's, you know, y'all do put in a lot of work for this, and y'all, I think when I first saw your page, it had like 200 or 300 followers, something like that, maybe less. I'm not even sure.
Yeah.
And I know y'all hit over K, and that's all natural follower. That's just
Yeah.
gaining, and you know, I'm not saying none of you guys have like a huge following yourselves, but it's not like you guys are walking around with 5, 10K followers yourself. So y'all building that up naturally, that's a lot of work, and that's not easy to do. 'Cause
Exactly.
Trust me, it took me a long time to get when I had 2,000 followers, 3,000 followers. It took me a long time, and it was a lot of work. So for y'all to do that, I wouldn't be surprised for Gutt interview part 3. Y'all didn't have 20, 30K followers, and y'all.
Hell yeah.
Every time I come up here, I want to not just me be bigger. I want y'all to be bigger every time. So
Hey,
it's
we've
kind
been
of a
working too,
consistent
man.
thing.
We've been working too.
So I just want to say I appreciate all of y'all like tuning in for this. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, vote for me.
Vote.
Vote for me, Mayor. What is
Mayor
it?
2023.
2023.
And not only, my last thing, vote for me, Mayor. And whatever I do, support me to the fullest. Because you're not supporting me and you watching this, you hating at that point. Facts, no printer.
Couldn't have said it better myself. That's Gutt, everybody.
I appreciate you coming in, Gutt. You are a very interesting man. I'm excited to see where this all takes you and what stories you got for part 3 because I know you're gonna have some.
Oh, there's definitely going to be a part 3.
Yeah, part 27 on the way.
Part
27. Goddamn. It's just going to be the Gutt show after a while.
Hey man, every
co-host.
every Thursday, Guts show. We can talk about my life for the week. Make it
For the
20
week.
make a 20-minute segment every Thursday about my life.
So Monday I was on phone.
I just really hope Prism's ready.
I was in the shower for 5 of those hours.
I came out all pruny.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you.
Have a good rest of your night, guys. Thanks for tuning in.
Have a good
Make
night.
sure to follow us
Yeah.
at CWHipHop. Follow BVNC at BVNC 9 to 5. Follow me at Garke Games. Follow Prizm at Prizm Rap. Otherwise,
Yeah.
take it easy.
Have a good night. Peace.
Peace.